I'm sure it's some eldritch horror.
No. It's a dragon!
It just takes us to like that exact same dragon we were just talking about before. And we're like, that does
Right.
not match your description at all. It's like I'm not very good at describing things. I'm sorry.
Well, I get confused of all these creatures I see.
That would actually be like a really funny like way to like a I don't know maybe like a skit or something like to do with like they have like this one villain or something they're talking about and like the player's like oh we don't want to fight
Misdirects
that
you.
and then they go yeah then they go talk to some they describe something that sounds completely different they're like that sounds better let's go fight that and then they get there and it's actually the first thing they heard and he's and that's and then like they're like that's what and then he's just like oh I'm really bad at describing things like I think that would be like a really funny punchline.
Yeah. Okay, well, as a reminder, he only described his people after they went. None of his people have actually seen this hidden beast, they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So he leads you deeper into the tunnels where he stops and says he doesn't want to go any further.
Okay. This map is gigantic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Um, sorry, it's probably gonna take me a little bit to get back into what's going on here. It's been like a month.
Coffee, it works. At least for me. Yeah, you guys haven't been playing for weeks, and I've been studying. uh,
Um, I still ask him like when there are people that go down there do so, like how do they normally do it? Do they just walk down there? Is there some sort of offering they bring?
he says that his people have tried offerings. Um, he doesn't really know. He's always been slightly too afraid. But now that there are less and less of his people, he's worried.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Does his people have any relationship with the giants, or does he, or do they just avoid them?
We avoid the giants. They come here. My people here first. Some giants been here long time, but history say my people first.
Hmm. That's the funny thing about history, though, is that it tends to tell different people different things.
He says, wall painting I showed you. You saw. Look like you. History real. Prophecy real.
Well,
Paintings real.
I I personally don't really feel like I'm qualified to be called history yet, or at least I'd prefer not to be.
Oh, just a sec. That's right. Those paintings had resembled us, right?
Right.
Everybody at Amara in her current physique. There was
Okay.
an Amara-esque looking character, but Amara's a cloud giant right now, so.
Right.
But the painting was so crude, and the colors of the outfits were like slightly different, and they weren't like
Well, we all have a
exactly you
disguise on
guys.
or whatever.
Right, but
Magic disguise
it's
too. But yeah,
right. It's just
but
the
the
like
fact that it's
shape
like,
and heights and yeah.
yeah, there's like a cat and like a short person, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like
And a
the
tall
silhouettes make
elf.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well then.
I guess I could go look ahead. If nothing else, I want to be on my guard anyway, so I'll roll a perception check. But
Well, this is just gonna take us to like where his people are, right?
no, I don't. This is taking us where the freaking bad guys that have been preying on his people
Oh,
are.
okay. Well, then we should proceed with caution.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be stealthy. So I'm gonna start like making my way down there and say, well, I guess I'll go. We'll have to go check this out.
Okay, so you guys will part with him and proceed.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll perceptions and stealth if you want.
Yeah, ahead of you there.
Does Amara have this? It says wild shape, huge arrow elemental. So he's an arrow elemental disguised like a cloud giant? Is that what this is?
I don't remember honestly.
How do you disguise air elementals?
He might not be an air elemental.
Magic.
He might just be using it because he's like, oh, it has the same natural attack or whatever. I don't know.
He has
Well,
the
there is the
disguise
spell,
self,
right?
is what
the
he's using?
veil is on him. No, you guys have
It's
veil.
Veil.
Okay. Yeah. He can be an air elemental. It doesn't change his type.
Right, but how do you disguise an air elemental?
With magic.
Magic.
I put a mustache on it.
I have disguised him with a 6th level spell.
And a monocle. Mustache and monocle.
I guess we'll just keep him as a huge air elemental because that's what his stuff is set up as, I guess.
Like I said, he might have just been using that because he didn't want to make a new thing that had, like, maybe it has the same natural attacks or something. I'm not sure.
Oh no. Okay, well,
I don't remember.
we'll NPC Mantis well today, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm gonna set this off to the side because it's gonna matter later.
I remember when you NPC'd Henrik, he was using cantrips that I didn't even know Henrik had prepared.
Man, that was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. She was having like Henrik Ray of Frost stuff. I was like, what?
No,
I
it
am
was,
way more.
I think he had
way more
acid
complicated
splash or
now.
something. Like
Maybe.
acid something. I don't know.
It was funny though because it was like the amount of spells that Henrik can cast per day probably.
Well, I didn't
like,
think you guys were
maybe
gonna
once-
rest right away. Shortly after that.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair too.
But you guys kind of took advantage of that tower and that giant in a clever way, and suddenly you had this option, so.
Yeah.
But I thought you guys were gonna have to try to take on quite a bit, so I was like, I'm gonna save this stuff for the bigger things, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys proceed, and.
Yeah, not very stealthily because, well, I'm being very stealthy. but it doesn't really matter because I'm kind of moving close to everyone else. It might let me get the jump on someone if they like get the jump on the rest of the party though.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Nizzo's the perceptive, stealthy one, so a good scout.
Right, I probably like a little bit ahead of everyone, so that way hopefully like the distance will make it so that everyone else's stealth being bad won't matter as much, and I can kind of signal to them if I spot danger.
Okay. I
Might be
don't
difficult if they
even
don't know
need
where I'm
to
at.
black this out because it's lit up. Okay. I'm gonna read you description. Give you guys a map.
I suppose if Henrik or Abysm has the spell message, we'd be able to use that.
That's a cantrip. Does it hurt people?
No.
Then I don't have it.
It lets you whisper to people.
Okay, Lair of the Hidden Beast. That sounds
He would
nice.
have gotten. Amara can't be this size going through here. She would have to. We're just gonna put her on
Change
her
her
normal
shape.
size. Yeah. She'll shapeshift when she figures it out. Okay, and Diana's kind of squeezing, but she's a cat, so she's meant to do these things, you know, but Pathfinder rules. So you guys haven't quite reached the room yet, so go ahead and put your tokens where you would be on the path.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be a little bit further ahead of everyone, probably.
Okay. The tunnel opens into a large room. A cyst in the earth under the weight of the buried city, formed by some ancient basement gallery. A raised balcony to the northwest is accessed by two stairs and has a low stone. What's a balustrade? Balustrade? Stone.
I think that's a fancy railing.
Oh, what?
Balustrade. Okay, a low stone railing. Pillars along the room's perimeter rise to a vaulted ceiling, while in the center of the room sits a dais holding an ornate throne. Seated upon the throne is a skeletal figure shrouded in musty robes bearing arcane symbols. I guess Nizzo sees this because of where you are. Nobody else moved their tokens yet.
Does it look like the skeleton is like animated at all? Does it have like fire in its eyes or anything like that, or
Not at the moment. It seems like it's just
it's just a
sulking there in
skeleton?
the chair.
So I can't tell if it's like an animated skeleton or not, but it might be. Um,
Nizzo wonders.
and I don't see any other like motion in there.
No, you do see there are lights, flickering flames, so the light isn't like perfect. It's a little flickery, like.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably go back and tell everyone else about that being up there. Then be like, hey, there's some sort of skeleton on a throne. I probably can find everyone because you guys are trying to be stealthy. I'm like, yeah, you guys are really bad at this.
Sounds
I don't even
foreboding.
know that you're there.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. I was thinking like before. I was like, hey, you gotta have him signal to you guys, but I'm like, actually no. If I do that, like, you guys won't even probably even know where Nizzo's. Like, you might have a hard time telling where Nizzo's even hiding when he's trying to signal. So it's like if I come out of hiding, I guess, but then they might see me. So that's why I was like, message might work. But anyway, yeah, he'll just come back and kind of reveal himself to you guys and be like, okay. So just around this corner up here, there's a skeleton on a throne, and I don't know if it's if it's aware or not, if you gather what I mean.
I would be careful around it.
Yeah, definitely.
I know that there are spells that can detect undead, but I do not have them.
Yeah, neither do I.
Um.
Well then,
Not
Morgu
prepared for Amara. I don't even
led
think they
us.
get that. It's not even on his list. I don't. Druids can't detect
No,
undead.
I don't think druids can
Yeah.
detect undead. No.
Well,
I
just in
don't guess.
case we are walking into something hostile, which we probably are, everybody get close and hold out your diamonds,
Okay.
What's that
as
for?
I'm going to use 500 of my own diamond reserves and cast protection from spell.
Like ours are just focuses, right?
Yeah, your 1,000 gold diamonds are the focus for this.
Does that give us SR?
No, this is a +8 resistance bonus versus spells and spell-like ability.
So it won't stack with your resistance cloak, but it probably is a bigger bonus versus spells than the. So effectively, it'll probably be a +6 to all your saves if you have a +2 resistance
Yeah, so
cloak,
this
for
isn't
example.
going to factor into your saves right now because I haven't done the thing for it, but I know it's going to be different for everybody because we all have different like freaking resistance thingies. And I think we bought a diamond for Diana, right? She's like wearing it as a necklace.
I don't know.
Nah, I don't know.
I think we did, but if I'm wrong, then we can just ignore it.
What spell is this?
Well, I'm not
This
killing
is
Diana
protection from
today,
spells.
so
You could just revive her.
Much as
yeah.
you want to.
Mantis comes back and there's like 6 negative levels on her. I'm like, by the way, you need some restoration prepared.
Oh,
But you're a
what?
druid, so
You're a
you
druid?
can't.
You can't? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, man. Okay, so yeah, what do you guys do? Spell and then alright.
Guess we'll move forward.
Token locking time then.
Yep, following the group.
Okay. Amara will follow.
I guess I have a +3 resistance cloak, so this would effectively give me a +5. So yeah, you see the same thing I saw earlier now. Varying arcane symbols. I wonder if like people that have knowledge arcana might be able to know something about that. Since
From this
Abysm's read
I
distance,
mean,
it'll be kind of
I could
hard
look at
because
it.
there's pillars there and the light's flickering. It's not the perfect light setting.
Yeah. I mean, I have low light vision, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't have knowledge arcana. What are these circles again? Pillars? Like the
Yeah, they're
gray
just
circles?
pillars. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak up to the pillar.
Okay.
I don't like how there's so much light here, though. Should probably go to one of the ones where there's no light. Maybe I'll move over this one.
Okay.
So there's railings or something? There's like a railing on this ramp thing up here?
Yeah.
Like platform,
Pretty
whatever up here.
low stone railing. Yeah.
Like low enough that a gnome could hide behind it, or
If you duck and covered, probably.
so I might try to use that to like move around the outside of this room stealthily.
Okay. Alright, and you do that. And when you get over there, you notice something.
Okay.
You notice in these areas some creatures hiding behind these pillars, but they seem to try to be shifting a little bit, but really quietly, like nobody can really see, and the flames and the flickers are probably making it hard for other people to really notice this as easily, but they're using the pillars to hide behind. So you see like probably two different shadows so far as you move up there.
Okay, so I'll try to like signal to the only person in my line of sight right now, which is Abysm. So I'll try to signal to him from behind the pillar or behind this railing, and hoping like they probably shouldn't be able to see me from where I'm at here, but hopefully Abysm can. And I'll signal like two, and I'll point towards those like in that direction. And hope that gets my message across. I don't know if I have to roll anything to have that get across. I know there's like you can sometimes do bluff or passing secret messages or something, but I think that's more like using innuendo. So yeah, I flash like a 2 with my fingers and then point towards the to the right of the map, I guess, towards the east. Assuming this is actually oriented north. Is this oriented north? It looks like it is. Not that actually our characters would really have a sense of that. I mean, maybe Amara would, that has survival, but I don't.
Okay, a few moments
Sorry.
pass.
No.
I've been talking to myself. I keep forgetting to push the button.
Oh, okay, I'll give you a moment
Oh,
to
whatever.
say something, because...
I'll.
Yeah.
I was going to 5-foot step back and tell Henrik and Amara, just whispering, that Nizzo's indicated that there's something up ahead.
Okay.
I think two creatures.
After
Two creatures?
you...
Okay, well,
Before Henrik gets to respond to that, you guys hear coming from the skeleton as it seems to animate a little bit, sitting more regally. And it says in a very whispering voice, "Which of you would offer your blood to me? Step forward and feel the embrace of your new lord."
I ain't saying shit to this guy. I'm just gonna stay hidden as he does this, and I kind of like watching and see how I'm like, what are they gonna do? Like I'm looking at like Abysm and Henrik over there. I can maybe make out part of Abysm because of the way this corner's set up. Is it looking like? Does it look like it's looking any direction, or is it just staring straight
No.
ahead still?
It's just staring straight ahead. It's just more sitting upright,
Yeah,
regal position.
right.
Yeah.
So I can't tell if it's like looking at me or looking at one of them or something. So I'm not even sure if it knows I'm here.
I'll move forward.
Okay.
Into the light.
Yep.
I'll follow Abysm a bit right here to the edge. And I
Do
look at
you-
him, wondering if he's gonna say something.
Right,
I
do you
ask
say
him.
anything?
I don't
By
know. Maybe I'm just.
by what authority do you claim lordship over these lands?
Oh, I'm sorry, I failed to mention, but you're hearing this, like, coming from the skeleton? And it's in
Right.
Thessalonian, but I think you all understand Thessalonian, so
Yeah, we all speak
Yeah.
Thessalonian. We
yeah.
spent time in that library learning it. We had like a workshop.
Thessalonian is your new common from here on forward.
I think they figure a 16th level character, even if they don't speak it, would have access to stuff like tongues by now anyway.
That's true. Okay, I'm sorry, Abysm. What exactly did you say to it?
By what authority do you claim lordship over these lands? He talked about bowing to your new lord. So I'm just challenging him on that.
Um,
Are these not the lands of Karzog?
just 1 second.
He is loading his response. He's still running on an old operating system.
Yeah, well,
Not
I
exactly.
didn't ask the standard "Who are you?" question.
I cast Mage's Disjunction and crashed the game.
Abysm. Does a 33 hit your flat-footed?
Yeah.
Can you please roll me a... Are these fortitudes? I think this is a fortitude. Fortitude save.
Is it spell or spell-like?
No.
Darn. It's not a very good roll.
So then I fail.
What happened? Is it gas? Sorry, I had to answer the phone, so I missed the last like minute.
You don't know
Don't
yet,
don't know yet.
technically.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold on 1 second. I'm pretty sure it's fortitude, so if I'm wrong, you guys can double correct me once you realize what's happening. Alright, Abysm, after you get struck, this creature that, isn't invisible anymore, I guess you can say. Appears
Oh,
before
hello.
your eyes. And you will take
it's
13 damage and 2 negative levels. And you guys can roll initiatives. And I'll put the
It's
negative
Craig.
levels on you.
that's totally Krang. His color's a little bit off, but you know.
But where is Kodos then?
Naturally, I get a roll of 2 as well.
Shit, I got a lot of character
Oh, well.
sheets to do today. It's Mara. The Curse of Amara. Ugh. I have NPC to Mara more than any of your guys' characters. Good job.
I
You
know.
guys all get medals for being present.
That's what I say. It's too bad because I feel like Nizzo's probably the easiest of these characters to NPC in terms of like playing him in combat.
Mm-hmm. Nizzo, I'll go ahead and reveal the ones you saw and kind of point it out, because they're not, like, as afraid now that their master has shown themselves. And
It was a trap.
your perception is good enough also at this point to probably also recognize the other ones in the room,
Okay.
as they're also
Hopefully they don't know
kind
I'm
of
here.
peeking out a little bit.
Might be able to do like a, something I haven't done in a long time is archery. Do you guys know I have a few archery feats?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I only have like 2 archery feats. It's not like super heavily invested in it, but
Apparently this guy was like so ready for his boss to reveal himself that he gets to go first.
He's like, yeah. He does the SpongeBob. I'm ready.
So he moves up here. He doesn't charge, but it has a dagger. And you're
Hooray,
still
rolled a
miss.
2.
flat-footed though. Is a 28 hit?
I will quickly check. No,
Okay.
most of my armor is not dex.
All right.
Not dex and not dodge.
I wonder how we're gonna do the negative levels with your health situation.
I can just give myself 10 damage.
Well, it doesn't work like damage though.
It caps my, I mean, it lowers my maximum hit points.
No, just
Yeah, lower the
So-
maximum hit points
lower
by-
your HP to
by 10.
137 and just remember to change it back when we remove the negative levels. I'll remind you. 137 is your effective health now. So 28 still misses flat-footed. Okay, so that's it. And Henrik.
First of all, I'm going to do a knowledge on this big tentacled creature. What
Okay.
can I roll for?
Dungeoneering.
Ha!
Ha! The wizard laughs at your dungeoneering. Unfortunately, that is not enough to know. All you know is this is an aberration.
Don't worry, I got knowledge dungeoneering.
I'm going to cast a quick as a swift action. I'm going to Swiftend. I'm going to quicken see invisibility on myself.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Does this reveal anything new to?
No.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
It might still be a good thing to
I'm
have
going to
that,
take a
'cause
5-foot step. Actually,
Oh, I
let's
didn't roll
see.
Mara. Goddamn.
I'm going to mirror image myself. I want to get a buff on you, Abysm. Just I need to make sure that they don't smack me around too. I've got a greater heroism on the way. Okay, so that's my standard action. Mirror image. And I'm going to move over here. Or maybe just right here behind Abysm. That's my
Alright. Let's see. Diana and Mara. Um, Cat's move speeds are only 40, right?
I'm not sure actually, but probably.
Mara's gonna come in, get a better look at it, and think about what to wild shape into. Or do we have spells? Let's put this in combat. Should I put stone skin on somebody or hold on to that? Freedom of movement or airwalk, blessing of salamander. We'll just wild shape into large air elemental because he likes that. Those are still standard, right, for druids right now? I'm pretty sure.
Standard?
See here.
To wild shape, yeah.
I believe so.
Okay, Nissa?
Looks like I should be able to move up, like, here. And even if that guy knows I'm here, he's still flat-footed. Unless he's, like, you know, immune to being flat-footed or something. But if he's immune to being flat-footed, I'm just gonna hope he doesn't see me. I'm gonna shoot my bow at him and try to get some sneak attack damage. So I pull out my bow. I can only do one shot here because I can only pull it out. Like I don't have quick draw. And I haven't fired this thing in a long time. So let's see here. Make sure my numbers are correct before I do anything with it.
And your damage type.
I have piercing, comma magic, and then precision piercing magic. So that should be good. Yeah, I mean, this guy probably... Unless I have, like... Let me see. Do I have any special arrows I'm using here? I don't think so. Let me just check my inventory. Would I have had any sort of special arrows I use? I don't think so. I used to have some, like, Giant's Bane arrows, but I think I used all of those. So... And I don't think I'd want to use those here anyway. So we're gonna try it. He probably has, like, DR or something for, like, crazy shit. But... We're gonna try it. And I miss. I didn't hit the flat-footed button, actually, I guess. I don't know if that would have made a difference, but... Yep.
It would still miss, yeah.
Yeah, that's my turn then.
Okay.
They know I'm here now, probably, but...
You need to practice with that bow more. Alright, Perfect. This creature moves up here and stabs at Diana. And misses.
These creatures look like, what's his name? Except, you know, evil. The guy that we were talking to before. Is it like more of these guys, except they're undead?
Right. Yeah, basically, pale versions of them.
Yeah, they're more of those derpy looking guys.
Mm-hmm. It would have been cool if Paizo was like, you know what, let's squeeze in a little extra art and gray out this guy and make him look vampire-like, but, you know, no, that was too much work for them. This guy's brave. He's gonna come out...
The hidden beast.
Yeah. Well, no, the hidden beast is exactly what it is. these vampire skulk things. They could have just
Oh, okay.
like recolored Morgriv's image a little bit
Yeah.
and had it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna double check what kind of feats they have. Oh, I totally forgot I can do that. He's gonna move here and then take a defensive stance. Whoops, I broke my own rule. Oh man, Abysm, you're still flat-footed. Wow. They're missing anyways. Um, this creature is gonna full round you, Abysm, since you kind of offered yourself as sacrifice.
That's how he's interpreting it, at least.
Do I get cover because he's attacking through his own minion?
He's got tentacles and he can reach over from the sides and stuff like that. But I didn't target you. So does a 30 hit you flat-footed?
No.
Does a 36 hit you flat-footed?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, the 36 was... Oh, okay. It will target you this time, though. Okay, he does some damage, but he's going to try to grapple you now.
Okay.
And he gets you.
I just assume that anything that has grab will just automatically grapple because their chances will be just so high.
Against you? Yeah. And then... Let me just double check something real quick here. Establishes or maintains. Okay, you take 4 con damage.
Oh.
Okay.
And it seems to grow healthier when that happens. And it is your turn.
Okay, one moment.
Thank you for your blood, by the way.
Okay. There's not much I can do in this situation, so did anybody figure out what it was?
think
I have.
Isa forgot to
Oh,
roll.
I forgot to roll, but I only have a +6 to Dungeoneering, so I think it's impossible for me to identify it if Henrik failed on a 29.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was kind of joking, like, I have knowledge in engineering, don't worry about it, but it was like leading up to a punchline that I forgot about.
Okay, just give me 1 second. So that would be 2, 3. Okay, I will spend a swift action juicing up my sword. Is it a shape changer?
Yes.
Hooray! We're gonna
Hooray.
fuck it up then. It's the first thing we fought since we got these things that actually it works against, I think, then.
Okay. Is it a transmuter?
No. Well, wait,
Okay.
let me see. Maybe. Well, no, it has to be like transmuter as in wizard transmuter, right? For that.
Wizard, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, no, it's not a wizard transmuter.
Okay, I think I've got everything on my sword. I spent my swift action, so I will just attack it now.
Okie dokie.
Okay, okay. Let's see what happens. That's what happens. Woo!
Woo! You miss. The way he's holding you is just making it hard to get his body. You're being thrown around, out of control of your own weapon.
Ah,
Don't worry, Leopold will
yeah,
save you.
that's it.
Oh, where's your mount? Did you leave him outside? Your mountain Auroch?
Yeah, he's not going to fit in here. He's
No.
huge.
Send in the Auroch! This guy. This guy. Do I have to have a certain distance to spring attack? Because he's gonna spring attack.
10
Yes,
feet.
10 feet.
Oh, so I'm too close to Amara. I can 5-foot step and then spring attack. Or can I?
The
No,
5-foot
I don't
step
think you can do that.
messes you up.
Well,
You could spring
fine.
attack something else. You could spring attack Diana, but it would provoke from like Amara.
Right, yeah. No point doing that.
Like the spring attack prevents that your target from attack rotating you, but that's it.
Okay. I'm just gonna 5 foot step in and full round Amara. So he tries to jab twice with the dagger and then slam her afterwards, and he misses every time. Henrik?
Alright, well, this thing is giving us a lot of trouble, so I think we need to some damage control here. I'm going to cast a very powerful spell on.
Ooh, that's a fun spell.
It doesn't have spell resistance because I cast the spell and I didn't hit it with any cast level check.
None of these have spell resistance.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
he's
god, I
gone
didn't know that was
for
possible
a
anymore.
while.
He's stuck in a maze, in an extra
Yep,
dimensional
he has
maze.
been banished with no saving throw into an extra dimensional labyrinth. Each round on his turn, as a full round action, he can attempt a DC 20 intelligence check to escape the labyrinth.
Okay.
So he's gone for at
If he
least one
doesn't
round.
escape, the maze disappears after 10 minutes, freeing the subject.
So Henrik's no longer, or not Henrik, Abysm's no longer grappled at least.
You said DC 20 intelligence?
Yeah, he has to do it on his turn as
Yeah,
a full round action.
I'll put a thingy on him.
No, I'm changing the grapple to it right now. How many rounds did you say?
Is it like
This will last up
here?
to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I think if you have
But
someone with
he
low enough
can.
intelligence, they could potentially never get out, right?
It's a possibility, but I don't know how intelligent this thing is. It has a big old head, so maybe it's got a big old brain.
Yeah. It's probably tough for it too, so we probably have a long time, hopefully, to deal with these little mooks.
Yeah, that's what we need to deal with all these little scrambly
I
dudes.
think if he has certain spells that let you like get out to plane shift and stuff
Yeah,
like
there's
that might
nothing
work.
preventing him from casting spells on himself while
Is
he's in
this
there.
mind affecting?
I think it's conjuration.
This
Let's
is
check
not
check
mind
that.
affecting. It is conjuration with the teleportation subtype.
Yeah.
Okay.
Araxi's school. Except that it's like an 8th level spell or a 9th level spell or something, so.
Yep, it's an 8th level.
Yeah. So.
He could theoretically get out next round, though.
Oh yeah,
He
it
could.
could just be it could theoretically just be shut. I mean, it's a full round action to get out though, so we are at least like trading a turn for a turn basically at the worst.
Yeah,
Or it
that
got
was
me out
my
of the
goal, is to
grapple,
get
which
you
is
out
the
of the
important
grapple
one.
and to give us a chance to deal with all of these things
Right,
before he
like-
comes back.
So there's no
Yep.
save for this spell.
And I
it's
tell
just
everybody else
whether or not
that
they have spell
if he gets
resistance.
out,
Yep.
That's right.
it does
Okay.
provide spell resistance as a check versus it, so it's not like super broken.
It
As
kind
is
of
a
is,
little
but
bit
it's an 8th level
powerful.
spell. It's an 8th level spell, so I mean 8th level spells are all kind of bonkers.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like after he like gets teleported, I tell everybody that if he gets out, he's gonna appear exactly where he was. And that's my turn. Actually, no, I'm gonna 5 foot sit up over here.
Get behind the cat.
Yeah, get behind the.
Protect me, cat.
Right, Diana's gonna full round the enemy conveniently in front of her. One claw hits.
Some low
Amara.
rolls.
will attack. Shit, what's elementals dies? 1d8s?
I'm not sure.
I think he uses his vine attack when he's elemental. Is it the vine? That's 1d10.
It's a large elemental?
Yeah.
If I look up a large elemental, it says it gets a d8 plus 4 for its slam. Although it's probably not plus 4 for Amara because it's based on your own stats, so...
Right. But a
But
d8.
a d8.
Should be this die then. Okay. So it resisted some of her damage. Let me double check if that's correct. That is correct. Right. Wait, does Amara have amulet on Mighty Fists? It's only a +1. It's only a +1. Okay.
That reminds me. My short sword's made out of mithril, so I will need to put... Well, I need to put, like, silver as the damage type?
Yep.
I think
It's
so.
counts
Yeah,
as silver.
let me throw silver.
Yeah, I've never bothered because this is the first time we've fought anything where that matters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they programmed the system to treat mithril as silver, so I don't know. You can test it, but I think Abysm might have already ran across a lot of that stuff.
What's going on here?
I just put silver in the description.
So you don't know if the mithril's doing it by itself?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I added it in there. Because I'm probably this turn not going to use the bow anymore. Let's see. This is like a really short railing. Like I probably could just use acrobatics and like jump over it, probably, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I can get to a flank position this turn. Like I probably can only get to there if I'm jumping over a railing with a 20-foot move speed. So, and I would also provoke. I could. One other thing I could do is move over here, like that or something, and just shoot something with a bow, or cast Vanish. I'm gonna cast Vanish.
Okay.
So unless they have sea invisibility, I am invisible, and then next turn I can, even if I don't get a good opportunity for flank, I can just move up and get a sneak attack that way. So I'm going to my notes. Vanish count 3 out of 8.
Okay, you can see
I
number
think.
3's wounds healing up a little bit.
Maybe this is my first Vanish of the day. Didn't we rest?
Yeah.
Is this our first combat today? Okay.
Yep.
I thought so. That must have been my Vanishes from last combat or whatever, like last day, yesterday. Yesterday, 2 weeks ago.
I'm gonna full round Diana. I think I forgot about something earlier, but... Well, no, I've been missing, haven't I? Oh, auto hit
Yeah.
on the dagger.
That 20.
Oh geez, these guys only have a +9.
Oh shit, I need to bring
Yeah.
something up really quick.
Now I feel bad for them. These guys are like really weak. I guess they're just there to like fill space though. Like the real fight is with the tentacle thing.
Well, they're the flank. We don't know if they have like levels in rogue. Because if they do, then they're gonna do way more damage.
And if they're vampires, they still do like 2 negative levels if they manage to actually tag you.
I think that's only with the slam though. I don't think the dagger will do that.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's right. But it's still a lot of opportunities to sneak in a negative level or two.
Yeah, but I
Yep,
mean, if
and they
they
can
only have
give that thing
it,
flank too if they sneak in.
right, right. I'm just saying though, if they only have like a +9 attack, like them by themselves, like since we got rid of their boss, these things are like a complete pushovers. Is what I'm saying.
Well, for
Like
an
even more
indeterminate
so
amount
than
of
I
time,
thought.
he's gone.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Like while he's gone though, I'm just saying these guys are pushovers.
We'll see.
At least
Um,
they seem like they are. Yeah.
okay. So when he does hit Diana, Diana seems to take like this extra damage, and the vampire also seems to take a tiny bit of damage.
Weird.
Oh,
Oh,
is
okay.
there a magical
Oops, I
a
accidentally.
magical lash of energy?
I guess you could say that. I accidentally skipped 4, so let's go back to number 4. Number 4 was.
See, they do damage.
That,
Number 4
what if that means if I hit
saw
that
you
thing
run
now,
up here
Diana's
and
gonna
then
get
you
hurt?
vanished. So let me see here. Number 4 saw you and then vanish.
Yeah, I guess I did it backwards. I vanished after, but whatever.
Number 4
Not too concerned.
changes into a dire bat
We.
and then locates you.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can do
Uh,
that.
okay. I'll
Yep,
try to do
echolocation.
the. Yep, I'll try to do the sense motive thing to get the bonus to AC versus its attack though. So on its first attack roll, sense motive versus that.
Well, it can't
That
attack
kind of
because I
stuff is
think
great.
that shape change is a standard.
Oh, damn it! Damn it! I'm gonna use this ability. It's gonna work someday.
But someday.
Someday it's gonna work. Alright, well, whatever.
Oh, he's a big thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dire bat.
Oh yeah, they are large, huh?
Okay. So number 2 is the one over here. Abysm's here. I'm gonna full round you. And he misses with all of his attacks. Okay, so on the beast's turn, he gets the roll, or is that on your turn?
The
It's on his
beast's
I
turn.
believe
turn.
it's on his turn because for him to escape the maze, it takes a full round action from him.
Okay.
He's also free to do other things, as the other said, like cast spells and stuff. There's nothing restricting him while he's in this extra dimension.
Yeah. Like, if he wanted to, he could just be like, alright, I'm gonna use Maze to cast a bunch of buffs on myself. I mean, then again, he was already invisible, so he had time to, like, and whatnot before. Like, he probably already cast all the buffs he wants to cast on himself, but...
Okay, well, it, because we don't know if it's a he or she. Well, I know, but it will spend its first round saying, "What the fuck? Where am I?" Looking around, trying to figure it out. And
It wanders the halls.
The extra-dimensional halls of Henrik's maddening maze.
Okay. I'll attack this guy right beside me here.
okay.
So I'll cast this.
And then do Magus things.
It's 1 per 3 levels.
Yeah, +1 per 3 levels up to a maximum of, I want to say, 7 or something.
Maximum of
Remember.
8.
Of 8, okay.
Okay.
So you'd get like 6 images total then, I think.
Uh, plus myself, I guess.
Yep,
Yeah, so it'd be a D7 to hit you.
I
Oh, did
already
I just put that on
edited
myself
it.
twice?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then I will full round attack this guy beside me. Is he a shape changer?
Yes.
Yeah, they're all ship changers.
uh,
They turn
Okay.
into
They're
bats.
like, oh no.
But he is not an aberration, right?
this one is not an aberration.
So that doesn't apply. Okay, here I go. I rolled another natural one.
Oh
Yay!
man.
Damn, your roll.
Did I hit anything?
No.
I guess I'm done. Why me?
Alright, it seems to heal its wounds. And this is the one going against Amara. We're gonna full round Amara. Oh, misses. He's gonna rethink life. He's gonna take a 5-foot step back. Henrik?
Alright, now I want to knowledge one of these things. What do I roll?
Religion.
Religion. I've got that too.
These are clearly vampires, undead. It's a result
I
of
pull
something
down my scouter
creating
and check for their
them
power level.
into vampires. You know that magic and silver are going to be the best things to kill these things. They have undead traits. They have vampire weaknesses. And they can shape change, they can do gaseous forms, they can spider climbs, they can energy drains, all the things you know about vampires. Something else is that these are vampires of the same type of humanoid that Morgiv was. And so it's going to have like some of those chameleon skin and camouflage appearances.
Okay.
Anything specific you're looking for?
Do they have any resistance to fire?
Um, you do not think so.
Okay, my last question. Do they seem particularly dexterous or quick?
Yes. In fact, it looks like they might have some sort of kind of windy stance when they move and might be hard to hit with ranged weapons when this happens.
Okay. I tell the others the information that I learned, and then I'm going to pull out my wand of magic missile. I'm going to fire a magic missile at. Let's see, none of them have been damaged, huh?
You've seen that some of
I'm
them
going
did
to
get
help.
damaged, but they're healing their wounds.
Oh, they're healing it? Oh. Do I know if there's any way to stop their fast healing?
You don't think so, other than death.
Okie dokie.
Like stake in the
Then
heart kind
I'm
of death.
going to magic missile this one on Nizzo to help him out. Go, go, wand of magic missiles.
I'm trying to set up the Bane thing because I haven't actually got to use it yet. So let's see here. I want to just include the Bane dice within the, like, it's the same type of damage as the normal weapon deals, right? Or is that precision damage basically so it doesn't multiply? I guess it would be its own thing.
Bane should
It doesn't multiply.
Wait, does...
Bane doesn't multiply because it's extra
Right.
dice.
Yeah.
So
it's kinda
Bane's
like
gonna work
precision
like Vital
damage, I think.
Strike or whatever.
Or precision damage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, okay.
Okay, Diana... Okay, so
need,
pew pew
like, 2 of
pew,
these,
bunch of
actually.
missiles to the bat. Though he's shape changed, I think you should be still targeting him, which is why I kind of set him off to the side here. So how much damage did you do? 16. Okay, I'll apply that to number 4. Okay. Diana will... I mean, I guess she did hit with her power attack, so we'll just stay power attacking. Okay, so she lands the bite. She gets the damage on it. She wants to grapple. She succeeds. Then she's going to rake. Whoa, Diana. She confirms one crit,
She's
but
gonna
not
fuck
the
this thing
other.
up. Huh, splat.
Yeah, it's gone. So much for your people. So that was number 3. Mara has reach because she's an air elemental, so she's gonna keep beating on this one.
Damn it, where's the freaking button to add another weapon? Oh, here we are. Okay.
Okay, so it resists some of her damage. Nizza?
Shit, I don't have the thing all set up yet. So I might just roll a normal one and modify it or something? I don't know. Actually, I might not even attack here because I might want to delay my turn to try to see if somebody will come up and give me a flank or something. I don't know if it'll happen. Maybe Diana will come up and flank for me. That would basically mean delay my entire turn, basically. Just skip this turn, effectively, if I do that. So I'll 5-foot step up here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no. I really might as well just attack, even though my thing isn't set up properly. I haven't finished setting it up yet. I might be able to just.
I mean,
Okay,
just tell us what
here's
the
what I'll do.
differences are.
I have one mostly set up. I'll just delete the sneak attack dice and I'll put the sneak attack dice in the new one. Because I'm not getting the sneak attack dice. So I have one set up for Bane. I think it's gonna work properly. If not, you guys can correct me on it.
Is this Bane
I'm gonna attempt
against
to.
undead or?
It's the Bane against transmuters and shapeshifters.
Oh,
Shape
okay.
changers.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I had to move a move action to sort it out, so I only get one attack on here. Do I have? Oh, I need to target him though instead of the bat, right? So let me do that properly here. I think that's correct, right? Okay, so let's
Yeah.
try this. Let's see if I set this up right, because I know it counts as a +4 instead of a +2 specifically against this target, basically. So the bonus is a little bit higher. So let's
Okay.
let that hit, and then I set the damage up as that. And it looks like it worked properly. So actually, I do decent damage to this guy
Nice.
even without the sneak attack, just because of the Bane effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I got it working.
Number 4 is the bear. So you're no longer invisible.
No, but he had echolocation anyway, so whatever. But I'm gonna do this sense motive thing since he's actually gonna attack this time, right? So versus his first attack, I'm sense motiving it, and if 39
That's a
beats
good roll.
his, yeah, so 39 beats his attack roll, then I get a +2 bonus, I think, versus yeah, +2 insight bonus versus AC for versus him for 1 minute.
Okay. I didn't necessarily prepare myself for this moment, so though he's a dire bat, he's using his stats, but he can only bite. But because he can bite, will it count as a slam, and will he get his energy drained?
I think he'll get his well, probably get his energy drained if he hits, but it does. It's a bite instead of a slam. But I mean, yeah, because it's a
Right.
natural weapon. That's the thing that
It's a
they're
Okay.
natural attack.
wanting. As long as it's a natural attack, I think you're
Okay,
good.
let me calculate his bonus really quick here.
Like unless shape changing makes him lose that ability for some reason, but I don't think so. So I have +2 AC bonus or insight bonus versus him right now. I don't know how to for 1 minute. It's only versus him though, so
A plus how much?
I have a +2 insight bonus versus him for 1
Okay.
minute if
I'll
he
just put
rolls below a -39.
-2
That's
on my.
only if he rolls
Oh,
a
only.
low of 39 on his attack.
That'll probably happen, but
Yeah, I rolled really high on that.
he
Okay, and he
misses.
also missed. So
But he stays hovering right there. And I'm pretty sure bats are like perfect flying, so it's like auto succeed. But let me just double check. Oh,
I
no, they're not
think
auto
so.
succeed. Their fly is only good. Oh, but he succeeds at hovering, so he's doing that. Number 2. We're gonna full round Abysm. Oh, but I hit.
Mirror images.
Dang it. That didn't hit. What do you got? A D7? Okay. Okay, an image goes bye-bye.
Okay.
So because it's an image, I don't think the weapons feature does whatever it does. So
Yeah, because he's hitting nothing.
Right. Oh, the beast first. Will do something. I guess you guys won't know, so let me think about it. He's alone in
Oh,
this
we'll only
weird
know if he just
maze.
appears again.
yeah, they won't know what he did. Well, maybe we won't know for sure what he did because we won't know if he got out of the maze or if he just like used a plane shift ability or something.
That's true.
Unless he comes out and tells us like, "Fools, I just teleported out of the maze." Like, oh, good for you,
Yeah.
buddy. I'm proud of you.
Actually, I think a plane shift will bring you still like where you disappeared, because it doesn't say it just says on escaping or leaving the maze.
Yeah,
So
probably.
you could get out with any means, but you'll still appear where you were.
Okay, I think I have this thing set up properly now.
Okay. Now it's Bism's turn.
Okay. I will attack the guy beside me, and I will use a swift action to haste myself.
Okay.
Actually, did Nizzle call out for some assistance?
Nope. No, I
Okay.
was thinking about delaying my turn to see if somebody was going to come flank, but I was like, nah, I'll just attack. Because I think Diana's going to come flank next turn. Like, there's a good chance at least. She might go over and help you out. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The Transmuter Bane actually makes my damage pretty respectable even without sneak attack, so I'm not too worried about it.
Lots of crits.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I think that thing's dead.
That thing's dead.
I'm pretty sure.
Yup. You got your whole spectrum of
Oh, that makes
17
up for
and a
last
20.
round.
That's
And a
3
19.
crits.
Yeah.
Yeah. You made up for all those misses earlier. Just like, no, now we're just gonna roll 3 crits. No problem.
Oh, that's just high dice all across the board on all of those rolls.
There's like 3 20s in there, I think. Or no, only two. Only 2 20s. Two
But
17s, a 19 and an 18. Jesus. He actually managed to take all 3 of those crits before he died, though, so that's kudos to him. Granted, none of those had a spell on them. They were all just only like normal attacks. But
That's right. Because that big guy's coming back.
at some point
So,
he.
Do you move at all?
yeah, I'll 5 foot step. And I think that's it.
you didn't spell combat.
I did actually, yes. I was going to cast.
You're just not sure that you have a spell you want to cast now that you. Oh, shield. There you go.
A
I was just
little
trying to
late
find it
on
on my
that,
list.
but
Big guy's coming back.
eh,
Some
Yeah,
point.
eventually.
So,
Maybe he's really
maybe.
dumb. Like I feel like something like that should have like a decent intelligence. Although the thing with ability checks like they're not like skills. You're never going to be like really good at ability checks usually. Unless you have like specific abilities that actually boost ability checks specifically because like they don't scale the same way. Like your ability scores kind of stay roughly around where they're at.
well, that's why things like Maze or no, Maze is a flat DC. Ice Tomb is so nasty because the
Yeah,
strength
because it's
DC
scaled.
to break it scales, but your strength, as you said, doesn't.
Doesn't as much, yeah. Unless you're playing like a barbarian, then it kind of scales a little bit with rage. But even then, it's the scale's not on the same level. What is going on right now?
Well, you guys were talking, so I just started doing. But this thing moves away and provokes from Amara, and Amara tries
Oh,
to
okay.
attack it. And she hits him, but he continues moving, and he then turns into. Whoops, that's not a.
Turns into a bat.
Um. Well,
Is
this
he turned
thing.
into a vampire frog?
Well, this thing thinks I wanted a rat, but let me try again.
I could see a rat if he's trying to run away or something. Like, they won't notice me if I turn into a rat. Like, dude, you're doing it in plain view. Like, you should turn invisible or something first.
It turns into a wolf.
A wolf. It's the wrong thing to turn into. That's a cat's natural enemy, right? It's basically a dog.
It doesn't say dire specifically for this. It just says dire bat or wolf. So I guess it means also dire wolf. So dire wolf. And that'll be its turn. Henrik?
Alright. So one's a bat and one's a wolf.
Yeah. We're just doing it all while we can.
I'm gonna target the one that's a bat again and help Nizzo out and shoot some magic missiles at it from my wand.
Okay.
And I think that's my turn. Well, I'll perception just to see if I notice anything else awful coming at us.
Okay.
That's my.
Diana. Bism kind of took that square to provide that flank. Shit. Amara would tell her not to occupy that square, but do you think Amara would feel it's okay to have Diana there? No, she wouldn't. Um, okay, Diana's gonna move here then. Oh my god, I have so many character sheets. It's annoying. Claws are strongest, so we'll claw. Okay, she crits it. Oh, I have the wrong one targeted. God damn it. Does a 29 crit this thing? Number 4.
Whoops.
My own
If it was a normal
rules.
dire bat, apparently a normal dire bat we can kill in one hit.
she still crits, so I'll just apply this damage to that guy.
Yeah, although he might not get as much of it because Diana might not have silver. Actually, I don't remember. We
Uh,
gave might have the transmuter bane still though, right? Because we did like the amulet or whatever for
it
Diana.
says
I think that's something
silver
we did.
on his things, so.
Yeah, okay, maybe then.
Yeah, she has the amulet. I think you all have it.
Well, I know also, yeah, the transmuter bane will effectively turn the +2 and counts as a +4 versus them, which is enough to overcome silver DR. So you only need a +3 to overcome silver DR, I think.
Uh-huh. Well, it
He
dies
dead.
from that, yeah.
Dang, I was trying to come up with if I needed to like, if I was gonna do an acrobatics to get around him, to get a flank, or if it made more sense just to full attack him. I was like, man, it's a tough decision. And now I don't even have to make that decision.
Amara will move in and. Hmm. Let me check the roof. Okay, the roof's not very high. I mean it's high, but it's not high enough for it to not provoke. So she's not gonna fly over it. Okay, she's gonna fly over here though. And slam. And miss. Okay, Nizza.
Let's see here. I can double move and just barely get to him, like, but I can't do anything else. So I double move up to this wolf, and yeah, I'm gonna go face tank it. It's gonna be great. But I do have that awesome sense motive thing I can do versus him, because yeah, it's immediate action. Anyway, that's my turn.
Okay.
It's like the weirdest combat for me. I haven't got a single sneak attack dice on anything yet. I
Okay,
guess this is
he does
why we were
something you
the.
guys don't know what he does, and Abysm, your turn.
So this is why we're the chosen ones or whatever.
If Morgiv was
Because
here,
we're
you'd have like a cheerleader right now being like, yes, yes!
yeah, but I was thinking about it, like we have all have these weapons that are specifically like good against this type of foe because they're shape changers.
I'm going to take one attack against this guy.
Which guy? That guy's dead. You mean the guy?
Oh,
The only one that's left is the one that looks like a wolf right now.
oh, is that just because it has the red square around it? For some reason, I keep
Yeah.
getting mixed up about what's alive and dead. Okay,
Yeah, that's the way to
never
tell
mind.
actually, is the ones that have the red squares around them are alive. Henrik has seen visibility, I think, so hopefully it occurs to me the guy
Provoke.
could turn invisible before he comes out of the maze. Provoke? Oh no.
Okay, let me. Get my dude. Okay, you're free to move there.
Then I attack once.
Holy cow. And Bism's like, fuck this
And
place.
I'm
You're
done.
all dead. Kill them
Yeah,
all.
he's pissed off because he got like his fucking he got those negative levels. He's like, screw this shit.
My hit points have been crushed really bad, and most of it's because of stuff that can't be healed back in combat.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And they're all vampires, so by definition, they're all dead.
Oh, you had the wrong thing targeted though. You did the damage to the wolf rather than the skulk down there.
Oh,
Oh,
that's important.
okay.
sorry.
With the 31 confirmed though against that guy, his AC is probably not too much different.
Yeah, that would have confirmed. So, I got a question about vampires and their, reduced to 0. If you, like, kill them, that feature doesn't happen, right?
Well, hold on. If I'm remembering the vampire template correctly, then if you reduce them to 0, I think something special happens.
Right, but what happens if you, like, reduce them beyond that? There was no reduced to 0, it was just straight up kill, which is pretty much what's been happening.
Would you let me look at the vampire template real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So the vampires just turn to mist and then go back to their coffin.
Their gaseous form, right.
Yeah, so
But
Yeah.
Secret, it says here reducing a vampire's hit points to 0 or lower incapacitates it, but doesn't always destroy it.
okay. So then all of these things would have turned gaseous and would have disappeared into the cracks of this platform place here.
So that's where
Yeah, they're likely gonna go back to wherever
that's their
Yeah.
coffin or whatever basically.
to regenerate.
Yeah. This one was going to run, but you guys are kind of making it hard, but it still can. So it's gonna like take off, and that's gonna provoke. But before you guys attack it, which is the guy in the wall over there,
You get the flank bonus on this attack opportunity, I think too, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was over there, so
Well,
this is gonna be
no,
nasty for him.
you guys aren't flanking.
Hmm?
He goes back one further.
He was
Was
one
he?
further than that, so I was flanking
Yeah.
when we started.
That's where he was.
Okay, but
Yeah.
he does.
So the first
he's
threat-
full withdrawing, so he doesn't provoke from the first square.
Okay,
so
that's
the flank
fair.
is
Oh,
gone.
that's different, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair then. So I won't do nearly as much damage in that case.
Sorry, Nizzo, I tried.
Yeah, it's all good. He's still probably gonna get pretty wrecked here.
We'll do like an echo thing, where his echoes shadow behind him. But he does still provoke from Abysm.
Yeah. Yeah, just do a normal
Yes.
attack though.
I was expecting a crit.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Yeah. Now he's gonna get away. Look at that.
Well, wait, what about the damage that Abysm did to the wolf on accident. That's what I'm saying. The wolf token itself has a fuck ton of damage on it.
Oh, was that damage supposed to
We just
apply to the wolf, to the guy?
Oh, I don't know. That's what I was asking. Like, does a
I
31 confirm the crit on him? He accidentally had the wrong thing targeted, so that's what I was saying.
I targeted the wolf.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
he targeted the wolf instead of
did you go and re-roll the
for like
damage,
a.
or is this damage something I need to move over?
I did not
Well,
re-roll the
probably
damage.
he didn't. Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't re-roll it.
It's still alive.
Okay.
But critical wounds now. So it gets further down the hall. I'm sure, though, that you guys will chase it down or not. I don't know. So I'm not going to move it too far down the hall. Just let me know what you
We
do.
we
Well,
need to get
actually, I
ready.
can't. I can't catch up to it. I'm too slow.
It's squeezing too, so it can't like full on run, so it's just like double moving basically through.
Yeah, I know, but even so, I only have a 20 move speed, so I'm not gonna chase
Oh,
it.
you're not flying right now, are you?
No.
I think we need to
Tanner?
get ready for the. I mean that other thing. I
Yeah.
think is the important one.
Need to get ready to kill this thing.
Okay, it's your turn.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to move over here where it's safer with you guys. And that's my turn. Although I do tell the others that I'm not sure exactly what that thing was, but if these things are vampires or vampiric, that thing was also displaying some vampiric qualities. We may have to prepare to deal with it and actually destroy it, unlike these.
Is there anything Amara should do for you guys right now? Your statuses are all fine, unless it took a little damage.
My damage I already had on me from a previous fight. I really don't want his damage as abysm.
Yeah. How much did Abysm take? A bit.
He's taking a lot of damage. Plus he has the con damage and the negative level drain.
Um, I think I can blow his cure moderate wounds on Abysm. The wind touches you. Nizza.
So I remember the thing that was in the maze was like 2 squares over from me, right?
Yeah.
So for now, I'm just gonna move over there and do a ready to action to hit it if it
I think
appears
it was like
next to me.
right here is
Yeah,
where.
yeah. So I'm gonna do like a ready to action to hit it if it appears. I mean, that's assuming I can even see it, because it might be invisible when it appears or something, but... I know you have seen invisibility, I don't, but if I see it, I'm gonna stab it. It takes a
Okay.
full round action to appear, so if it does pop out, it's not gonna be able to do anything right away.
Okay. Abysm.
Okay, well, there's not much else to see or do here at this point. So I will scooch over here. And I guess wait for the guy to appear. So I'll just ready in action.
Further down the hall he goes. Woo! Henrik?
I'm just trying to think of like how we could stop these things from, yeah. Like if it is a vampire, like he's thinking, then we have to figure out how to drive a stake through it. But it's going to likely retreat as soon as it, or it's going to become intangible as soon as it's reduced to 0.
Once we have the means or the time, the luxury of time to look or open up this coffin thing here, we can deal with them permanently.
There is a coffin thing here?
She said they all seeped
Probably
into the
all, yeah. Their forms seeped into the floor of the DS.
where the skeleton's sitting on.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
suppose
assuming
so.
that's where their coffins are.
Then I'm going to ready an action to cast a spell if I see the thing show up.
Because I'm still pretty hurt though.
Just, I'm only down. Um, I'm only down 11 hit points from what my new maximum is.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just use a Cure Light on Nizzo, because he has a bunch of those prepared.
But there we go. I have my hit points all adjusted properly. But my wounds should be.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing before until somebody directs me. What do we do? Because Nizzo's out of his element here. I guess we might potentially have as many as like 9 minutes still of that thing being trapped.
Yep, there's no telling how long.
You can't dismiss it.
I can't dismiss it. Yeah, it's all up on that creature to get out.
Abysm? Do you guys just want to keep standing there and waiting, or anything you want to do specifically? And I can just keep trying.
I think waiting until he comes back. I mean, I don't want to do something and then suddenly he appears behind
Okay.
us type thing, right? So I feel like we have to wait this one out.
Okay, then this round. Nothing happens. The next round. Nothing happens. Are there random encounters in this maze for him?
Haha.
I remember there being like a story I was hearing about, like in the Planescape setting, they have like the what is her name, like the Lady of Blades or whatever, and that's like if you piss her off, she
Yep.
mazes you. So like somebody was there talking about like made like a character where they managed to talk to DM in the Planescape game like to play a Minotaur, and then they just intentionally went on and pissed off her, and then get mazed like, aha, I'm a Minotaur. I get out of the maze. This is like like a special ability of them. It's like a good job, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
she also has this tendency to just show up and butcher people that really get on her nerves.
oh yeah, I know. She can do much worse than maze you. I think that's what ended up happening. Oh shit, he shows up.
Hello,
Does
Mr.
that trigger?
AOO.
Does that trigger
Or
my
Not
ready to
only
action?
ready to
that,
action.
but you see 7 of him.
Yay,
Oh,
mirror
okay, well,
image.
whatever.
Oh, he comes back.
He comes
Shit.
back with mirror images. Well, if I actually manage to hit him, I might be able to dispel that mirror image, so
Ah.
that's something. So I do have a flank as well, so that's cool. Let me use the button. Poke the flank bouton, as it were. And this guy's a shape changer, so let's use this. Let's use this. Nope, I don't even hit, so it doesn't matter. But if I got within 5, I think it is, for the AC, I break an image at least, so... Do I break
What'd
an
you
image at
roll?
least?
A 30?
A 30.
No. You say, oh, within the 5.
What?
Yes.
Yeah,
Within the
yeah,
5.
okay, cool. I at least broke an image then.
Let's see. Amara's gonna take her ready to attack. Amara hits.
Through an image.
Oh, good point. No, she just damages an image.
It's probably better with how little damage she's doing.
Right. See, Diana's probably gonna bite. She can try to grapple it. Well, Diana's not close enough. I didn't put her close enough.
I forgot to target him.
Oh,
35 hit.
yes.
And how many images does he have left?
There are 5 of him. Or her. You don't know.
Okay, on a 1 or a 2, I hit it. Image time.
Alright, there are now 4. Okay, is that everybody's ready to actions?
Yeah, and that sets
Not
up
mine
all of
yet.
our initiatives.
I wasn't sure what order we were going in.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess we can kind of pick, but it's going to set our initiatives to right before his as well.
Before his?
Yes. When
I'm
you do
going
a ready
to,
to action, it sets your initiative to just before his in the turn
Oh,
tracker.
gotcha.
So, and then that means
Because
we
I'm
get it
gonna
from him,
haste
basically.
everybody else.
Ooh, that's pretty useful. Because yeah, it took him a full round action to get in here. We get all of our ready to actions. He finishes that, like his full round thing, and then it morphs back around to our turns. Oh, why Maze is really good when you can set up this sort of situation. Well, it's happened the same thing with like force walls. You can do the same thing with like things like that too. If they're like trying to break out of a force wall.
Round 18. Is
Okay. I'm gonna just do. I have haste now, so I guess I can do a full attack action against this guy, right? So maybe one of these things will hit.
It's only took this guy like a minute to get out.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
He
It's
had
not
to
too bad.
think about it, but yeah.
Okay,
He's probably
so
really,
do I
really mad.
probably do I hit an image though?
You did you
You want me to roll
roll?
that or what? What
Uh,
is it? A D4, D6, D5? I
D4
don't know
right
what I'm
now.
rolling. Okay, I broke an image. All
Okay.
right. The next one then, and that'll be a D3.
Mhm.
Oops, that is rolling 3. That's not what I want to do.
Here, I'll just turn this on so you guys can see. Okay, another image
Okay, I broke
down.
another image.
There are two of them.
He's almost
Get
out
those
of
images.
images. That
On a
one
miss.
misses, and that one obviously
2-2.
misses. Okay. A couple of 2s. Alright. Yep, that's my turn. Dang, I was
Okay.
hoping I'd get a actual hit and then I could dispel and maybe I would dispel it, but nope.
You guys are just in this order based on your initiative dex numbers, your initiative bonuses. So if you want to delay, that's your choice. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm going to pull out my wand of scorching missiles. I mean, not scorching missiles, scorching ray. And I'm going to use it against this guy. I'm going to try and hit him.
Okay.
Okay, so one miss. One hit. But I gotta roll the thingy. It's 2 now.
Yes.
Is it roll? Is it slash die 1d2?
Yeah, die as in DIE. Because
You can
they're
also right
edgy
click
like
the
that.
6-sided dice and go to custom dice and there's a D2 in
That too.
there.
Alright, no more images.
Okay. And then one
Jeez.
more ray comes out.
Okay, you hit. Boom.
I tell the others that fire seems to be normally effective.
Effective.
And that's my
It's
turn.
not very useful information for Nizzo.
Abysm.
Okay, I will attack.
Oh, you're no longer invisible. Let me turn that off.
So I know it has high AC. So as a swift action, I will arcane accuracy. Then I will actually target him. I will quick draw a wand. Then I will attack.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. So my regular attacks was a big hit. Oh, is he evil?
Seems evil.
He's probably evil, but he might be neutral.
But
Yeah, he's evil.
okay, because I'm using holy on the weapon, so I have to know for the
Yep,
damage.
holy.
Okay. That's a crit.
Jeez.
But because most of this is just bonus dice, very little of it actually gets doubled on a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
Okay, and then my
Only
wand.
if you'd shocking grasped him, it would have been lots of damage though. Because you can multiply those dice.
Ooh, nice, the staggering spell.
Okay, so he's resistant to cold, but that's not the important part.
Yep, stagger's
Unless
really
he's
good.
immune to being staggered too.
Oh, that's true. But that is it. I'm done. I have my stick of staggering out.
Um. Diana. It's gonna 5 foot step in and full round. Misses with the bite. Claw, claw, miss, miss. Amara. I know I'm always playing Amara wrong.
That's okay. It's not your fault.
Okay, I think Amara's smart enough to know she can't do. Did I ever roll knowledge from Amara? Does he have it? Nah, he doesn't have it. Okay, Amara can I would have to shape change to smite, right? Yeah. Okay, but I don't. He's probably just has 2 slams. I'm just gonna slam twice. One hit.
She lightly taps him.
Yeah. Okay, this thing. So you're gonna experience this, so let's talk about it. I'm not too familiar with the feat. Um, so this is gonna be kind of like a giveaway, I guess. But a still spell means that do they still have to concentrate and can use spellcraft?
Yeah.
If it has a
Yes.
verbal component, they do.
The
And
thing, I think we've been over this before, the thing to keep in mind is a lot of times with spellcraft, you're identifying, like, the magic particles, basically. Like, think of it like when you cast Protective Spirit in Guild Wars, you see the little freaking like Hindu head or whatever.
So
Whatever
what's the
that thing
point
is.
of a still
Like it's
spell? Why
the
would
point of a
one
still
want it?
spell. Uh, there's sometimes where you can't actually cast a thing because I mean it's kind of
Because your
narrow,
hands are
but
tied
there's
or something.
situations, yeah, like your hands are tied up, or you can cast still spells while holding like things in both hands.
Okay.
Um,
Now,
I think it's
and then
hard.
a
Like you can't
silent
do a lot
spell
of
would be just something they'd want to do while they're like invisible or something, being quiet.
yeah, or why they have silence on them or something. There's
Okay.
feats you can get that make it so like conceal spell, I think, or something like that. And there's a couple other ones that kind of do the similar sort of thing where you can actually use those feats to basically not allow people to spellcraft your thing, basically. Like you
Okay,
can
and then
hide what the spell
extend
is.
just extends their
But
durations and okay, and then
yeah,
quickened or yeah, quickened is the one that
Quicken does not
doesn't.
provoke. Yeah, that
Yeah,
does not.
Quicken is just it
But you
happens.
can
You
still
can't stop that one.
spellcraft it?
Yep,
Okay.
Yeah.
because you still see the effect happening. Like you basically spellcraft, you're identifying as like the magic, like as long as you have line of sight of where it's coming from, you're seeing the magical energy gather like and before the effect happens basically. Like it's like recognizing the patterns of the effect as it's starting to happen.
Okay,
Like
so
yeah, I mean the other stuff plays into it as well, but that's why you can spellcraft stuff that you can. That's why you can spellcraft a silent dim door, even though it only has a verbal component. For example, you can know, oh, they're
but
doing
is
dim
it
door,
still
therefore they disappear.
interruptible? Like if like it only had a verbal component and I still spelled it, would it
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went over this actually too. Like this was on the Thursday, you remember? Because Akai did that. He did a silent dimension door, and he still provoked from
Okay.
Philippe. But
This thing concentrates to cast a spell, and its DC is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It meets its DC, and you guys see it slightly. Henrik knows that it's casting displacement.
oh,
Wow.
fun.
Boo.
I can't do sneak attack damage to it anymore then.
Okay.
You need to get you a Heartseeker weapon or something of this.
With Unchained, I can at least do. I actually found out with Unchained you can do sneak attack with 20% concealment though, but not the 50%.
There is a feat somewhere that would allow you
Yeah.
to do that as well, but it just
Okay.
comes up so rarely. It's hard justifying using the feat.
Nizzo.
Yeah. Well,
There is one
I
other
guess.
option, but I don't know. I have a Wand of True Strike, which negates
Yeah, I think.
concealment.
Yeah, which would let me get sneak attack on a single attack at least. I should get one of those, honestly. Like, I can just UMD it if I needed to. But,
Yeah,
as is, I'm just gonna just attack with the... I mean, I still have a Transmuter Bane weapon, so if I hit it, it's still gonna be really good. So, I'll do the
that's right.
haste attack first. So, I
Ooh.
missed. And then I'll do the other attacks. I'm just gonna full attack it. That's a lot of dice
Look at all these
rolls.
dice flying around.
Did I hit any of
Okay.
those? It looks like I hit 2, possibly. Or something. I don't... What the... No, that was
You
confirmed.
hit
Anyway,
once.
I hit once and confirmed a crit?
Okay.
No, I didn't
So
confirm the crit. What? This is hard to read.
one hit,
The
two
89.
hit. Then you rolled your percentages on the 2 hits, and only one of them got through. So that's how you read it in that order.
Okay.
As you see your attacks first. So you see the red swords where they have like the red mark. Okay. So one hit, scroll down, second one.
One of those is like... Yeah, yeah.
But it doesn't confirm. And then when you scroll down, it
Why are they
rolls the
both plus 18?
percentages.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I hit... I should just roll them one at a time next time, just to avoid confusing myself. I
Okay.
hit him with the Transmuter Bane weapon then. So one time.
The one that got through. Let's see whether or not it was. Let's see. You hit with the. Your crit chance is 19, right?
Yeah, it crits on a 19.
It says critical threat.
But
And
I
then it
missed the
says
crit
crit
confirm, I
not
think.
confirmed. Yeah. Okay. And then you got
Yeah.
through the displacement. Yep. Okay. So he takes some damage.
Yeah. That's my turn.
That was with your haste as well.
Yeah, the haste attack I did first, remember, and it missed. That was the 5 on my the 5 roll.
Alright, Henrik.
That displacement is pretty annoying. But I will use my wand of magic missiles to shoot magic missiles at it. And
Okay.
hope it doesn't have shield, or find out if it has shield or not. Doesn't seem like it.
It does have shield. The system doesn't know.
Oh.
Um,
So they do nothing.
They do nothing. So how much did you do? 20, 26? Okay.
The magic missiles,
Okay,
they
that's
do
my turn.
nothing.
I'll put away my wand of magic missiles then as a move action.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's see if I can just power my way through his displacement here. Get ready for a spam of dice.
Alright. I trust the system. One hit gets through. Was it a crit? Crit threat, automatic hit, crit not confirmed, crit not confirmed. So one gets through the displacement. Kaboom!
Then I poke him. I don't poke him. But I have a charge on the wand held.
He's
Okay, I'm done.
too displaced for you.
Can you do you don't have the thing that lets you do wands through your spell strike, though? You don't have that arcana?
That's what I'm using,
Oh,
which is
okay,
why I
never
can
mind.
use the wand with the sword at the same time.
Spell combat. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Dang, so it's not going to be staggered this round.
Alright, Diana hits with one claw. Amara. You guys okay? Your health aren't, like, going down. Okay. No, she's smart enough to know that probably won't work. She really just doesn't have a kit set up for this creature. Spell-wise, damage-wise, I guess. So, and most of the stuff it's going to be immune to. She doesn't know the full details of that, but she's smart enough that it probably might not work. So we're just going to keep attacking.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I was under the impression that you needed a there was an Arcana to let you spell strike with wands, but I could be wrong on that.
Aha, one hits. Ta-da. It will try. It's gonna, okay. Who's been a bigger problem? Abysm or to this thing? Henrik, I know, but not so much. Well, I mean, probably Abysm. Who did the most damage? Is that you, Abysm?
I think Abysm's done a little bit more than Nizzo, but we both hit him pretty hard.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to get any sneak attacks on him, so I know that's kind of been rough. So I have a lot, but my damage has been kind of neutered a little bit.
You're also tiny, and I'm not sure if it's worried about you specifically. It doesn't know, I guess, to be worried.
It doesn't know that I can read its mind.
Let's see here.
But I know that it knows that I know that it doesn't know that I know that it can, what it's thinking or whatever. Something like that.
I is concentrating to cast a spell.
Dang, this fiend.
Okay, I know my DC.
Okay.
I don't know if my numbers are correct for my concentration. Yes, it is. Okay. He succeeds at concentrating.
I think Henrik just identifies all spells.
It's
a 26, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He still likes to roll so that
it's like 15
tell
spell
you.
Level. Yeah.
All right,
the roll is just
Henrik.
to remember, to just remind you to tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
It is not targeting itself. It is targeting a spell on Abysm called Phantasmal Killer.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Let's go, Abysm. This
Will save.
Spellcraft
horrific,
he gets a bonus to the will save, right?
Here's some images of. Gosh, I mean.
What's Henrik's, or not Henrik, Abysm's greatest fear? I don't even know if we know.
Yeah, that's true.
Always something to
Abysm's
do with
never
his
really
fate.
given that any thought.
Like the sun being blotted out and awful creatures like the rough beasts
Losing
spawn
faith.
coming to get him.
Roll the gun.
Yeah.
A lot of the images that you're gonna see is, in regards to the void, just this horrific world you could only imagine
Remember that you
would be the
also
void.
have
Yeah, this is a spell, so you get your protection from spell here. So it's a resistance bonus, so it doesn't stack with your cloak or resistance, but it will give you whatever the difference is, basically, as a
So
bonus.
that'll be 20, which may still be
20.
too low.
Might be, yeah.
Is that your final answer?
That's all I've got for the will save part. Yep.
Alright. You begin to shake in your boots and roll me a fortitude save.
Fortitude.
As
Yeah,
you
with
suddenly
the same
feel
bonus
like
bonus.
you're stuck in this void with horrific creatures. We can only call voidlings for now.
It's a
Okay.
much
That's
better
better.
roll. Well, a much better bonus. It's not a better roll,
Yeah,
but
your fortitude is a lot higher.
My fortitude is higher, and I have nothing else to modify this. I included the spell resistance thing. So that's my final answer.
Okay, and
At this point, I still take damage even if I make my save.
right, I think
yeah,
it's
you still
the
take damage.
full amount of that little damage there, so boom.
Better than death.
Better than death.
Yes,
9
better than
damage.
dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about that. I always like find the 46 damage from Phantasmal Killer kind of silly. It's like
It's only
by the time you're
3d6.
casting it, it's like, oh no, or 3d6. Wow, it's even worse than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's like the you tried damage. Well, you tried. Here's 3d6 damage.
It's also only a level 4 spell with dire consequences.
Yeah.
So,
Bro, I know.
yeah. Nizzo.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to kill this thing through displacement again. Since, yeah.
If you want to do one
So
at a
let's see
time, go for
here.
it.
Yeah, well, I gotta definitely do the first one anyway with, like, the haste attack anyway, so I'll do that at least. That one misses. Yeah, I'll just do one at a time just so I don't confuse myself again. That one misses. That one misses. Jeez. Okay, and I don't even know if there's a point in rolling this one, but hey, I rolled really high on it, but it still misses because the bonus is too low. So I just miss with 4 attacks, and that's my turn.
Yeah, let me just double check.
Oh, I didn't have the flank bonus in actually, so I guess it would have been a 33 for that 18, that last one there. At 34, but I don't think that would have been. I think I still would have missed. Anyway,
The 33 or what was it? A 34?
the 34 and a 33, I guess, might have been close because I forgot to hit the flank button.
So, which what?
But yeah, I probably missed though. So
Pluto, shush for a second. You rolled a 32 and you're saying 33. A flank bonus is a +2, so why are you getting
I
a
rolled a
33?
31 as well. I'm saying a 34 and a 33.
Oh, 34 and 33. They both hit. So go ahead and roll
okay.
percentages
That
for
close.
those two.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that hits.
one, and the other percentage
That
would
misses.
have been a miss. So I get a single hit out of that mess.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's better than nothing.
There you go. Okay, and then you stay where you are, I guess, Henry?
Yeah, there's no reason to move. Unless I would have got away from the DS because I'm worried about vampires coming out of it. But I think I think when you kill them, they stay dead for a little while before they come back. I don't remember
I wonder
though.
how good it is at knowing
And Nizzo wouldn't know
how
anyway,
to
so.
cast spells.
Hmm.
I'll try.
Oh, damn it,
I'm
I
going
forgot to
to
constrict
cast
you, Abysm.
Greater Shadow Evocation.
Okay.
So this is going to force a will save on it first to see whether it perceives this as illusory or real.
It saves.
Okay, so this is only going to be 60% of its actual power. And I'm going to have this do damage as a Chains of Fire. It basically works like Chain Lightning, but it's fire damage instead of electricity damage. So now it has to make a reflex save.
Okay. It saves.
Okay, so it's going to take half of a 60%. So I'm going to roll the damage out here, and we'll see how much it takes.
Did, uh,
So it's 60% of that. So that's 32, and then half of 32 would be 16.
and this
So
is
16
fire,
points
you
of fire
said?
damage to it. Yeah,
Okay, it takes all of the damage.
that's my.
Okay, that puts it just into critical.
Yeah.
Abysm.
Okay. Boo. Woo.
At least you hit. Get that holy damage. Ouch, nice.
This was a shape changer as well, or am I mistaken?
Yes.
No, he's a shape changer.
Okay.
Where the hell this
Yeah,
thing
so you're
is.
good on that.
Miss.
Okay. I got him once.
Yep, you did.
Diana. Oh, crit on a bite.
Yeah.
Misses the grapple. And misses on the claws. Amara. Same thing, I guess. Miss. 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 Oh, good. It begins to cast a spell. Henrik, you know it is casting Dimension Door.
No,
Oh.
no.
Dang. I don't think we have anything for that.
But it has to
It's just gonna get
defensively
away.
cast, so let's see if it can succeed. Alright, I know my DC.
It could also gamble on its
And-
displacement.
He succeeds at
Yeah.
Ah, well.
Dimension Dooring away, and you lose sight of it.
Oh.
Great.
And we're out of combat because you are no longer in threat.
Okay, so I'll look around and say, what now? What next?
Do we have a wand of restoration? My health has been severely compromised.
Maybe. I have lesser restoration, but I don't think that's what you're looking
Ah,
for.
lesser restoration is fine. This is just ability damage. It's not drain.
Well, you have negative levels, is what I was looking at, though. But
I nothing I can do about the negative levels, but I can get back
okay.
4 points of Constitution.
Yeah, I can possibly get rid of the Constitution. It's like what 1d3 or 4 or something. How does that work?
D4.
Yeah, so I will roll to get rid of 2 of your Constitution damage. I think that's all you had anyway. So okay,
I
well,
had 4 con.
I'll use my Restoration wand. Oh, you had 4 con damage. I'll use it again then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now it's gone.
At this level, con damage is a lot of hit points that you lose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that was fun.
Well, we're going to need to probably figure out where that thing went.
Yeah, we will need to figure out where it went.
The other vampire went down this lower right-hand tunnel. Maybe we should start with that direction.
It's a good place to start.
Do you guys do that now? Start heading down the tunnel?
I think so.
Okay, we'll go off map, so you guys don't need to use your imagination for a little bit.
We can come back here and check it out once we've dealt with that, whatever it was.
Uh-huh. Okay. You guys are going down the tunnel, and obviously it's dark. It's black. Do you all have dark vision, or only some of you right now? Does anybody have light?
I cast light spell.
Okay. So you use light to guide your way, and these paths seem mostly kind of like natural holes within this lava overflowed underground place. um, and you come upon a split. Which way do you go? Left or right?
Right.
Right. Okay. You guys start heading down right, and not very long, you come across another split.
Right.
Okay, you start going down the right path, and you run into like a little spot that looks like it might have been perhaps a building once upon a time.
Hmm.
Your
How
path
big?
kind of goes into it. You can't really tell because like it's all covered with lava, but the way like the door frame is, you can see like a clearly angled door frame, but you're in dark tunnels right now, tunnels. So that's your better guess is that's what it probably was, is because you've passed many of these. And earlier in the tunnels, they were more cut out and revealed as if somebody had been, making the tunnels cleaner and finer and better. And then these tunnels that you're in look a little more like natural holes and whatnot, crevices through the whole place that you're underground. So you know that this is part of the city that the lava had swelled over. So you just see this angle of what could only be a door entrance that your tunnel is leading you into.
Should we proceed? And if so, carefully.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, proceeding carefully.
Um, Abysm and Amara. You don't think this is where the creatures went. And you're also starting to realize that it would be really easy to get lost in these tunnels, and proceeding on could become very dangerous.
Okay. Um, I guess that brings up an interesting possibility. If we go back to the first branch, can we track?
You can try.
Okay. I think Diana has scent, which might give her a better
Like bonus.
chance. But I'll make a roll here and see how I do.
Well, if we do get lost, I can just teleport us out or dimension door us.
Okay. So you start following. Well, you pick up tracks somehow. Um, well, first you need to roll perception to first pick up the traps. That's how that works. But the scent will probably do that for you guys. But you have to see it first with the perception, then you follow it with a survival. According to Pathfinder rules, at least.
Are you sure? Because that means I can never track anything. I didn't
Well,
realize that was the
yeah.
case.
Yeah, if you go read up the tracking rules, you have to first see the footprints or the disturbance, and then you can track it with the survival, or know what type of footprints it is also with the survival. Diana, I think, would like auto scent it because it's in a creature form, I guess. Hey, not bad. Okay, so you guys follow this path, and it's gonna take you guys winding through these caverns and little pockets, and sometimes it gets kind of thin and narrow, and you might see like fur ripped from the sides of the creature left on the rock or something here and there. Um, Lava rock. And after a while, though, you lose the track, like everything. Like, it just goes away.
Hmm.
And now you're really deep into these caverns.
Does anybody have a spell where we can find out where it went? First of all, do we think that that is the thing that has been making all these undead? That's our goal. It's not just
Possibly.
Well,
another
the
minion.
thing you're
It's-
tracking is one of the vampire skulks because
Yes.
the other thing dim-doored, so you can't track that.
No, I understand that. I just mean, I'm hoping that the vampire that ran away would lead us to wherever the tentacle beast was.
Oh.
But now I'm just bringing up the question, if we think the tentacle beast is the thing that's making all the vampires, do we have some sort of magic that would be able to locate where it is instead of wandering around in these tunnels?
I might be able to locate its direction, but not like know exactly where it is.
Okay. Uh, I don't know. What does everybody think? Just keep wandering until we find it?
Your guys'
Well, we
mirror
have
image
dealt
and
with it.
shield will expire.
Yeah.
We've dealt with it for now. What if? Because, like I said, the best I can do is try and figure out what direction it is. It doesn't really help us get to it.
It could only have dim
But now that
doored
we know
like
what it is and what it's
800 feet
capable
away,
of,
right?
like some hundreds of feet away is what the spell would, the range of the spell.
It's a pretty decent range.
It's basically within dim door range. So I mean, I could try that if you want. We could get back to like where we fought it, and then I could use it.
Any other thoughts?
I have no idea what to do with this thing. About this thing.
Okay. That sounds like the best plan that we've got so far.
Okay, well let's go back to this chamber
How do you find your way back?
over
You're
here.
lost in these caverns.
Just track our way back.
Survival.
Through the same tracks that you followed?
We left a bunch of tracks ourselves, right?
Probably, yeah.
Not really. I mean, this isn't like dirt where it's going to leave tracks. This is lava rock. So it's going to be like little things like you found some fur because you're following a dog, you know. So go ahead and roll me survivals and see if you can find your way back because nobody really specified anything else.
I mean,
Henrik
worst
isn't
case, we
helping at all.
yeah. I mean, I could roll a attempt to assist.
Abysm
But
seems to know where he's going.
yeah, I don't have a very good survival roll. Attempt to assist. Hey, I assist. The +2 bonus.
Okay. Abysm guides you guys
Two.
for the most part, but every once in a while he's like, this way. But Nizzo and Amara are like, no, 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 look, I see, remember this? We passed by this, and steer you
Yeah,
guys back into the right direction.
it's mostly Abysm with us every
And
once in a while.
before, go ahead and place your guys' self in the order that you're walking down the hallway in.
Oh, if he's just there, then that's even better.
Okay. Well, obviously you guys got to enter the room, so maybe get more like in the room. Because you're not gonna just see him, you know. So. Let's say Henrik is there, because Henrik's the key here. Henrik, as you guys are stepping around the corner and you're coming back in the chamber, kind of contemplating on things that you'd like to do, you see once again, because of a spell,
Yep.
somebody. But it also sees you, so you guys can roll initiatives.
I alert the others that the creature is back.
So Henrik knows where it is, but I'm going to hide it for everybody else.
Is it invisible?
Yes.
Yeah, but Henrik has see
Yep,
invisibility.
and invisible.
So.
Yeah. I wasn't going to make this easy. It almost was. If Diana and Amara would have hit more and did more damage, that he might have not been able to dim doorway. Oh, right. And speaking of them, I gotta roll their thing.
Or if Diana had like grappled him or something, the concentration check would have been hard enough. He wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah.
Grappling is like another thing. When you're grappled, you generally can't do stuff with somatic components, so that's a situation where still spells are really good. But of course, Dim Door doesn't have a somatic component anyway, so Dim Door just has a verbal component.
The problem is that the DC to actually cast a spell in a grapple tends to be ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's had to be really absurd. So it's still a long shot.
Well, I guess Amara's gonna go on 18.
I think Quicken Dim Door is really good in that situation, though. I don't think you have to do anything with that.
That's right. However, that's also a really high-level spell.
Yes, it's a level 8 spell, basically.
Alright, you guys
So
spent
it ought to be
enough
pretty
time in the caverns tracking that this thing is back to full health.
Oh yeah, it's fast healing.
Abysm? You don't know where it is, but Henrik probably says it's over there by the... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get X call back to Barda Bush. As they always say, even though there's never a fucking bush.
Interesting.
Okay, I will. I was just looking at this, one sec. A move action to draw out a scroll, and then a standard action to cast See Invisibility.
Okay. You can see its location, but I'm not going to reveal it because your turn is now over.
Not quite yet, because I just realized that See Invisibility does not do damage. So I have to UMD this.
Ah. Use that scroll abysm. What, you don't have read magic? Oh, read magic doesn't auto let you use it, does it?
No, but that roll should be more than enough. So I pretend to be a wizard.
Hooray!
And I cast See Invisibility on myself. And I'll 5 foot step forward. Okay, and I'm done.
Alright, Nizu.
I don't have See Invisibility, I don't think. I might have a scroll of it or something. Maybe not. So instead, I'm going to just move, like, I'm going to spread out, because I'm worried he might have like an AoE thing or something. And I'm going to take a total defensive action. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. It gets to go. And Henrik and Abysm. You can see that it is casting a spell.
Okay.
At Abysm called Blindness Deafness. Go ahead and roll me a fortitude save, Abysm.
Remember your +8.
Oh, but it's not quite 8.
Yeah.
Right. It sounded like it was a +4 or 5.
Ah.
You are not blind. Congrats.
Ooh, protection from spells doing work.
I don't think. Let's see what else can I do. Meh. Meh. Okay. That's its turn. Let's see. Diana and Amara. She will double move to provide a flank. Hmm. Diana will double move there. Henrik? It's not invisible right now.
Right. Let's see. We have to like box this thing in then and still deal with its ability to possibly escape with Dimension Door.
Oh,
But
do
I
you have
do have
Dimensional
a
Anchor?
spell for that. I do. It's not Dimensional Anchor, I have Dimensional Lock.
Okay.
That Dimensional Lock just gets rid of 20, it's a 20-foot radius emanation from a point I choose, and any means of teleportation or ethereal travel or astral travel or planar travel is disabled. But I'll have to do that when we get it low and box it in. So Abysm, if you could like get down there below it, then that should be a good enough like kind of boxing in. I'm gonna do something else. I'm going to. Does it look like it's displaced or anything, or it's
Not at the
just there,
moment.
right?
I guess,
I am going to.
would the spell shield look like, would you visually see that on somebody?
I'll check. it might have a visual thing to it.
I think Henrik, if you ever like tried to like determine a spell in place, I suppose you'd recognize that. But if it has a visual, you'd know that. If it doesn't, I guess technically you don't know.
Okay, so shield creates an invisible shield of force, which means I can see it.
You can see it because you have that. Yeah.
So I know it has an invisible shield of force around.
Right. So you see that is
Likewise, I would be able to see a wall of force.
right.
Okay, so I am actually going to ready an action to counter displacement because I have displacement. Or actually, do you have to specify the spell
I don't
beforehand,
think so.
or can I specify I'm going to ready an action to counter a spell? Because I have both mirror image and displacement on my
Pretty
list.
sure you can just ready to counter a spell. I don't think you have to specify what you're countering.
Okay, then that's what I'm going to do, Secret. I'm going to ready to counter a spell. And that's
Like
my...
you have to identify it with spellcraft, but I mean you're gonna auto succeed on that.
Hold on, because I don't think that's
I tell the others to
accurate. Let me
surround.
check. How to counterspell. To use counterspell, you must select an opponent as the target of the counterspell. You do this by choosing to ready an action. In doing so, you elect to wait to complete your action until your opponent tries to cast a spell. You may still move your normal speed since ready is a standard action. If the target of your counterspell tries to cast a spell, make a spellcraft check, 15 plus spell level. This check is a free action. If the check succeeds, you correctly identify the opponent's spell and can attempt to counter it. If the check fails, you do either of these things. To complete the action, you must then cast an appropriate spell. As a general rule, a spell can only counter itself. If you are able to cast the same spell and you have it prepared or a slot of the appropriate level available, you cast it, creating a counterspell effect. If the target is within range, both spells automatically negate each other with no other results.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that sounds like it would work. I'm gonna move up just so that I'm within like the close range and stuff like that. And I'm going to yeah, ready an action to
And if you have
counter.
Dispel, you can always counter any spell he does with that. So.
I don't have Dispel Magic, so
Well, Dispel Magic
but
doesn't
I've already seen
always
him
work
use.
as counterspell, but
Yeah,
that
it's
depends
not
on-
guaranteed.
Right,
Yeah.
you have to make a caster level check with this spell. That's why it's not
But
as good.
we've seen it use both Mirror Image and Displacement, and I currently have both of those spells prepared in my spellbook, so I'm gonna try and catch it off guard.
Okay.
So I move up and I ready an action. It might not know what I'm doing, but we'll see if it does its thing.
Okay, Abysm. You see that it has a invisible shield on it.
Oh, also, hi Mantis. I saw you sneak in there.
Yeah, I heard him.
Hi.
You sound much better than last night.
Yeah, because he's not on his laptop.
Also, I'm not redonkulously tired.
Yeah.
Well, we only got like 45
I'm
minutes
just normal
left
tired.
because Starfuck has to go.
Yeah. That's fine though. We all get to see you get to see what we've been dealing with. This has been the session, is this thing.
We're fighting a vampiric squid monster.
Nobody
Yeah,
identified
we
it, so
don't
they don't
actually-
know what it is.
We know we
This
can
is round
identify it. Yeah, I actually haven't rolled my Knowledge Dungeoneering technically, but my result, my highest possible result was still worse than Abysm's shitty roll, so it's literally impossible for me to identify it.
This is round 20 plus like 20 minutes to half hour plus round 2.
Of us trying to find him. Yeah, yeah.
But we also mazed him.
Yeah, we
that
mazed him
was
and we all
like
sat
a
around for
dozen
20 rounds waiting for him to
or-
get out of the maze. Yeah. After we killed all his mooks that had like...
So I guess this is technically round 3.
Well, what? Did you maze him on the second round, or?
Well, I mean like...
Well, we encountered him, and then like a round or two went by, and then I mazed him, and then like he came back, so that was round two, and then we fought him for a bit, and then he
Yeah, no, we're not
dimension
talking
doored
like
himself
round as
away,
in.
and then we explored a bit, and then we came back. Now it's round three.
Yeah, yeah. He means round as in like like a
Boxing
boxing
match
sense
round,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Abysm, you want to provoke? I see those mobilities.
Because that's what we like to
on
do.
you.
We like to use words and then use them for multiple different things within the game,
Right.
like level.
It's so
Yeah,
funny when like a
level's
new
great.
player is gonna be
Let's use,
like, I'm gonna run over here, and then an experienced player is be like, you can't run. Because of whatever
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
We gotta remember to be lenient with new players.
You can only
Let-
run in a straight
well-
line. Well, yeah, but usually they're just meaning like as a they want to double move most of the
I
time.
have a better
but
chance
they're
with
gonna say
tentacles.
run.
No,
Because I
you can
grab.
run in not straight lines. You just have to make acrobatics to make turns that are 90 degrees or more.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Do I really hit on
I
a
think you might be
36?
right.
No, not with my. Oh, with a 36? Oh, just a sec.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure.
Again, I'm not sure if the effects that you're putting on yourself are stacking or working. So.
That is exactly what he needed to hit.
Okay, so. There's the damage, and then he's going to try to grab.
Yeah.
Rawr.
And he hits,
Which
and
is
this
fine.
time I'm not going to forget to constrict.
No.
But I do have to manually roll this dice.
That gets me over to where I want it to be.
So add 22 more damage to yourself. And you're back in a familiar place. Hey, how's it going?
Okay.
What would you like to do with your standard action?
Oh, I cast shield before I went.
Oh, okay. There you are then. Wait, do I blood drain on this? I do. I blood drain on this as well. Okay. 3 con damage.
Luckily, we did restore your con.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, Nizzo.
I don't think I can quite get a flank this round with anyone because of where I'm positioned, but I can move up and attack him still. So I think I'll do that.
Well, if you go past Abysm here, can you? Oh, you don't have that move speed.
I don't have the move speed because I'm a gnome, so
Well, maybe if
Yeah.
Amara moves a bit, then you can get that flank.
oh yeah, if Amara moves 5 feet next round, I would have a flank. So
Okay. He has multiple tentacles,
does he have combat reflexes?
and he has combat reflexes. So he strikes at you as you come through. Do you want to try to
Oh,
tumble,
well, this
or
might have been a mistake. I can, but I have to take a penalty because I'm moving at full speed to do this. So I'll try it though.
He is grappling, though.
Yeah,
Right.
that's not how grapple works with
Oh
tentacles.
yeah. Yeah,
he
but
can
has
still use
tentacles.
his other tentacles? Yep.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like a special thing because of that. So I'll try an acrobatics, but it's almost certainly not going to succeed because it's versus CMD. But you know, just for funsies, here's the acrobatics roll. I can also,
That's
as
not
an
even
immediate
close.
action against his attack roll, try to sense motive versus it, and if I beat it, I get a +2 insight bonus versus him. So I'll try that too, but just for the fun. So
Okay.
I might get the AC bonus.
Alright, so you don't get past the CMD, but let's go ahead and roll his attack on you. He hits, but
Well, that'll
you
hit anyway. I do get the
beat-
AC bonus.
Oh, I mean, that's not what I was
But-
saying. Is that it is still grappled, as Star Fox said. It can't make attacks of opportunity even though it has other tentacles. it has the grab ability, so if it made the grapple attempt with a -20 CMB, it wouldn't consider itself grappled and could still use its other limbs. But because it is grappling, it cannot make attacks of opportunity even though it has multiple tentacles. Once it grabs something, the rest of its body is holding on to it.
Well, in any case, yeah, I don't know, maybe it does. If it does have that attack, that would hit, even with the +2 AC bonus versus it. No, I only have the AC of 34.
If it has other different attacks other than the tentacles, it can attack with those, can it not?
Not by the grapple rules.
Okay, I'll let this rule for now, but I'm gonna go double check on that because I've had game masters beat the shit out of people with tentacle monsters, and I just want to see if they were wrong.
There is a rule that you can take a -20 on
Yeah,
your
that's
attack,
Well, yeah, we know
and
about
then
that.
you are not. Okay.
Yeah, no, there was something special about like monsters with multiple tentacles specifically, like tentacles, but I'll have to go and double check up on that stuff. Because I've seen pictures also from Paizo with tentacle monsters holding multiple people. So I'll have to try to figure all that stuff out later. So for now, Nizzo,
some
none of
some
that
monsters do have
happens.
the some monsters do have the special quality where when it's like skillful grappler or something, where if they grapple something, it's not considered grappled, so it can keep doing other stuff.
What's an example of something that has that? Can you think of one?
I'll go find one.
There's a Quipoloth demon thing that has an
Oh, the
ability that sounds
Kleepoths?
familiar.
Yeah.
I don't really know. um, Either way, so none of that happens. You don't use your sense motive thingy and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, I don't get the bonus then.
Mhm.
So I'll just run up and try to attack it and make it think twice about grappling Abysm.
Right.
So let's go ahead and roll the damages, or roll the attack roll first, obviously. So I don't get the flank bonus, unfortunately, but it looks like I do hit and do a little bit of damage. And that'd
Okay.
be my full turn then.
All right. It will. Mm,
It has to decide if it wants to maintain its grapple.
right. Now, if I maintain the grapple, I get the grapple damage and the constrict, right? So I get both.
Yes,
Yes.
because it's considering
Yeah.
still grappling.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's my better option here right now. We're gonna do
Or it
that.
could release the grapple as a free action, make an attack. If it attacks, it tries to grab, constrict, then drop as a free action, make another attack, and so on and so forth.
What angry celestial plant Amara did.
Yeah,
Shitty
so it
Shizune.
either has to
Oh, well,
choose to
yeah.
take
I know about that,
to
but
keep Abysm grappled.
I'm going to keep Abysm grappled.
Okay, and you know it doesn't even have to like choose to do damage. It could just pin him too.
It's targeting me instead of Abysm.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Take away that 20. Would a uh, 48 maintain wisdom.
The question is, did it roll a 1?
No.
Yeah, if it didn't roll 1, then it maintains.
Okay.
Yeah.
General rule of thumb when dealing with abysm. Okay, so I
When
applied
dealing
that
with
damage.
anything that grapples,
I guess so.
if its natural attack is to grapple, it generally has bonuses so high that it's just going to grapple.
Decision CMD is based on your BAB, and you're only a medium BAB class. I think there's like some stuff you can get that'll let you use your character level instead of your BAB, but you probably don't have that.
Okay, you take 21 more damage from the constrict.
It probably keeps doing its con
And
drain
3
too,
more
con
damage. Well, yeah. Let me see if it's drain or damage.
It's probably damage.
It says con damage. It's called blood drain, though. It's funny. Okay, yeah, con damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of, that's what I'm saying. Like that's like
Hang in
that's
there,
like
Biz, I'm
Pathfinder's
coming.
thing is it likes to use words for 2 different purposes, like everywhere. You have con damage that's called drain. You have 9 spell levels that are not the same as your character levels. Sometimes you fight on different levels in like height levels and whatnot. Fly is a level what 4 spell I think, or level 3 spell.
3.
Level 3 spell, you get it at like level 7 as a wizard or something. And it lets you fly at a different level than the rest of everyone that you're fighting against.
Oh no, he's dying.
I
Oh
forgot
yeah,
to
business negative.
do something. So I got that adjusted on the creature. Is he?
Yeah, because of the con damage. It makes it so his maximum hit points are low enough that he's in the negatives now.
Better help him, guys. Diana and Amara.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, our person who heals is over there. So.
Is
Oh, yeah, sorry.
is he this thing still grappling Abysm?
Yes.
And I did not see it make an attack of opportunity while grappling. I'm gonna have Diana try to step up and full round this thing.
Okay.
Is flank here.
Yep, and this thing's a shape changer, so if you have that Transmuter Bane amulet or whatever,
Oh, I
you get
do.
Transmuter Bane. Yeah, you get Transmuter Bane versus this thing.
Should I modify that here?
I don't know. That's how I did it. I made a different attack action basically that had the transmuter stuff built into it. I don't know if Secret's been doing that. I think Secret's just been having you do normal damage to it, but I'm not sure. It basically will increase your bonus by +2, like 2 higher than what it otherwise would be, and you get the 2d6 damage versus it.
Okay. I don't think that stacks with like Magic Claw.
Probably not.
So I will
You just
just
get the 2d6
add 2d6. And does this crit?
No. Bane damage does not crit.
And I will do that in one more place. So she's flanking right now with me.
Okay, she hits.
I guess, is power attack on? I don't know.
On Diana?
It's not. Oh well.
It is, yes.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's been resisting you guys because you don't have the... I don't know whether or not you have the right tool, but it doesn't seem like it.
And I am going to fly over here and cast a spell on Abyss.
Okay. It's resisting the beam because you don't have it typed correctly.
Oh,
So
you gotta give it the same types as your other attacks.
I'm not sure if you
Or
guys
your
know
attack.
how to add stuff that's not going to
I know how to add it.
not how that won't add the crit. So where's your attack? Let's work with...
Oh, that's pretty easy.
It won't
Just-
add the crit.
they have
It's
a
crit
multiplier there.
times 1. So when
Yeah.
it crits, it doesn't.
They have a multiplier
change
set
it.
up there. You just set it to a 1.
Okay, you set it to 0 actually.
No, it should be times 1.
Well, 1 probably do the same thing, but the Fantasy Grounds says in their how-to guide set it to 0. Okay, then as long as you guys know that you're doing that, then it should do that. But your type, you still need to put all of those types in that line as well, or else it's going to resist it. In which it
Okay.
did. It resisted how much? 4 and
4. That's it.
That's it. What about the other attack?
Or were there
6?
multiple attacks, I guess. So there was 6 on the other one. So
Okay,
10
so
total.
10. And did Amara hit yet? No. Okay.
No, Amara's not attacking.
Okay, so
She's gonna go help
47.
Abysm.
Okie dokie.
And she is going to press the heal button on Abysm.
Does heal repair stat damage?
Yep. But not drain.
Okay.
Still your negative levels, but you get the con damage back.
The con damage is the important one.
Yeah.
Ability damage, blind, confused, dazed, dazzled, deafened, diseased, exhausted, fatigued, feeble-minded, insanity, nauseated, poisoned, sickened, and stunned.
Henrik?
Alright,
That's my turn.
gotta stop this thing from
So
hurting
I'll
the
put your
allies
max
too
hit
much.
points back up pretty good too then. That's like an extra 32 health as well.
The question is, what do I want to
basically,
do to it?
I think.
I think
Actually,
it's
now that
more.
there's not too many people over on
Actually, no,
this
it'll be
side,
more
I'm
'cause you
gonna
took-
shoot it with a
Took a lot more con damage.
I'm gonna shoot an
than that, I
empowered
think.
fireball. He'll do a little bit of damage. Yeah, we're kind of back up to fighting power here.
So yeah, you
Or
get
maybe I should just keep holding my action here so that it can't cast mirror image or displacement.
or dimension door for that matter. You could just counterspell it if he tries doing it.
You know what? I think that's the what I should do is we can't let it get too much of a defensive edge again. I'm gonna ready an action to counterspell. I think now that we've got Abysm back, we should be able to, yeah, do enough damage to it.
Alright, Abysm.
So he's still grappled and he dropped his sword.
Were we hasted? Did somebody cast that?
No,
Actually, I
I
can.
don't think
We're not
so.
hasted.
Okay. So I am going to. I'm going to juice up my other weapon. So 1 moment. Okay, so I spend a bunch of points, which I do have to spend. And then I use my Ghost Touch Gauntlet to
All
beat
right.
this thing.
Always got a weapon.
Huh.
Huh, didn't see that coming.
Just working out some numbers.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Oh, I have negative levels. I was trying to figure out why that. Okay, I got it. So I am never going to hit this thing. Okay, I'm done for this round.
Okay. Oops, Nizzo?
I guess I'll 5-foot step and continue attacking this guy. I'll do all because I'll do all the attacks at once here. One hit. All right, that's all I can do.
Okay. going to drop Abysm. Free action. Concentrate. Actually, not even concentrate. It's going to 5-foot step back. And cast a
Okay,
spell.
Did Henrik do that ready to action thing again? I think.
Yes.
So,
I did.
What spell is it? Can you count?
You know that he is casting Mirror Image.
I have Mirror Image on my spell list prepared.
Alright.
I counter his Mirror Image.
So, is it like the Dispel Magic rules where it's 11 plus his caster level against your...
No. If you have the same spell, it just counters it. They just both use their action to counter.
We cast it basically at the same time, and the energies disrupt each other.
Yep. That's when you have if you have the exact same spell prepared, or if you have a specific counter spell like haste and slow, for example, can do that too. Then yeah, you don't even need to make a caster check. You just cast the spell and it counters it. Yeah, it's pretty strong when you can pull it off.
Okay.
But of course you have to. That's like the thing is like earlier when Henrik was trying to do this and then he just grappled. That's like the downside to it. Sometimes you just waste your turn. And even when it succeeds, you're just trading your standard action for their standard action. And it sets Henrik's initiative to right before the other guy.
Yeah, so you traded an action for an action and a spell for a spell.
Yeah.
Straight trade.
Yeah, that's why generally people don't consider counterspelling like particularly good, but sometimes it's really good. Like sometimes it's what you need to do, but it's just generally
It's good when you know what you're fighting, because we fought this thing, backed off from it, and then came back to fight it.
Yeah, it's when it is good, it is good. But it's just...
Oh, let's set the record straight. We did not back off from it. It ran from us.
That's true.
Move up here and try to pull around it.
It was scared of us. Is Diana finally gonna grab something? And that was a claw attack. Dang. Diana hasn't grabbed anything in this session. Just like I haven't hit anything with sneak attack damage this session. it's been rough.
And I am going to unwild shape. Remove this large air elemental. And I am going to...
He's gonna go tentacle monster.
Re-wild shape, yes, into a tentacle monster. A celestial tentacle monster.
Does that change your size, or...?
No.
Or are you just large again? Different
It's
large
the
creature?
holy tentacle monster.
And I'm gonna smite it. That's my turn. Those were 2 move actions to shape and reshape.
Abysm, you're no longer grappled.
Hey, you can probably pick up your
sword, too. I don't know, because now I juiced up the gauntlet. I've already expended all that power.
No.
It's tough, but I'll 5 it up. I am going to quick draw my Poke Wand. I'm going to spend an Arcane point for Arcane Accuracy. And then I'm going to see what I can do with this.
Good luck. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Punch it. Critical.
That's a power poke with the wand.
Oh, that
Oh,
was with the wand, right?
no, 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 wait, wait. If the spell is a critical,
It's staggered for 1 minute, I think.
I think it's a minute. Ah, I don't have the spell up here though.
I'm pretty sure that's how Frigid Touch works, but let me.
I'm pretty sure.
That's
If the attack
absurd.
is a critical hit, the target is staggered for a minute instead.
Oh, that's absurd.
So power
Oh
poke.
man, it's staggered for a minute. Jeez, that's probably the rest of the combat.
Well, staggered, it's not gonna destroy it.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
gonna be
notice
an
that it
issue, but
does resist some of your cold damage.
Yes.
oh no.
Okay, and then I will continue with my attack. And it looks like I hit him once. Punching him in the nose. Does he have a nose? Where his nose should be.
I don't know.
Like I, it's like a lot of times I have these situations where I can't get into like flanks and stuff. It's like one of the things I have for these situations is that wand of enervate, but that's not gonna work against this thing because I'm pretty sure it's immune to that. I could start smacking it with the Cure Light Wounds wand, but I think even just using the Transmuter Bane with no flank is still better. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna 5-foot step and continue the assault. So do the 3 attacks, and maybe I'll actually hit 2 of them or something. That'd be cool. Nope, I hit 1 of them though. So doing some consistent, about 20 damage every time. So that's my turn. I move up 5 feet and keep stabbing it.
Okay. Henrik.
Alright, it's time to drop the bomb on it. I tell it there is no escape this time. And I get a scroll from my scroll tube, and it is a scroll of dimensional lock. "20-foot radius on a point I designate." There we go. That looks good. It's not going to be able to move any further than that. That's where I put the dimensional lock. And it's even the appropriate color too. It's a shimmering emerald barrier that completely blocks extra dimensional travel.
Okay.
There we go. It's supposed to be on a point. And that is my turn. I tell the others to quickly like finish it off and pin it down.
How am I looking? Hmm. Alright, what's my DC? 1, 2. It's going to defensively cast a spell. I don't know if Abysm auto succeeds checks. What, you got a 22? Yeah, you succeed on like up to third level. Wait, sixth level spells. So sixth level spells. No, seventh level spells. Anyways, you guys know that this is casting mirror image. Woo! I got it off. Pat on the back. Um. 1 second, I gotta roll my thing. There are now 8 of him. And he will 5-foot step up onto the wall as he is spider climbing.
Mm. That's annoying.
Yeah. I gotta be annoying, you know? Alright, Amara and Diana. Oh wait, he can't 5-foot step, he's
I
staggered,
will.
right? Wait, can you 5-foot step when you're staggered?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
then
I
you can
think
do
you
it.
can.
Okay. That's silly. Alright.
I will
Yeah, it can still
5-foot
take
step
free
up,
swift and
and I will cast echolocation and share it with Diana.
Okay.
Does that let Diana like ignore the mirror images by closing her eyes or something? Is a cat
Yep,
like smart enough to think to do that?
I can tell her to. She understands Elven. She has blind sense.
Okay.
As long as we're not in silence. And we're not in silence, right?
No.
So yeah.
Okay.
So Diana's gonna attack this thing now.
I mean, unless you guys wreck it on this round, I don't really foresee the match going um, short. It'll probably keep going for a number of rounds. And there's still stuff to conclude also after it. And so if you want, we could also just call session mid-combat. Because Abysm has to leave in 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah, we're going to have to. I'm pretty sure this thing's like a vampire or something, so we're going to figure out where its freaking coffin is or whatever, and drive a stake through its heart, wherever that is. I
Yeah,
don't
if
know
you
how the
truly
anatomy of
want
this thing
to.
works.
I mean, that's why you were sent here, ultimately. You don't have to do it, but you were asked to, like, solve the problem, but yeah.
Yeah. You might be able to use like Wish or something to finish it off, I guess, if you were like, I really can't figure out where to drive a stake on this thing.
Is that your turn, Amara? Okay, well, let's see if you guys can finish it off before it's its turn. Abysm?
Give it one more round.
Okay.
Oh, he has those mirror images. Diana, did you... Before
She
you did
has
that...
echolocation.
Oh, right, I forgot that. Okay. Okay, so one might
You had 8
hit.
images?
Yeah, do you see that if you hover over them? Mm-hmm. Okay, one
So I hit an
image
image.
down. What were the other ones missed by? Let me check.
29 is my only other.
The 29 will take out an image. Which means... Well, because Diana has echolocation, she wouldn't take out images. She would just straight up miss.
Oh, I hit him with my wand again.
Nice. You hit?
I know he's resistant to cold, and he's already
Stay frozen.
staggered, so that's it. I'm done.
Nissa?
Yep, I still don't have a good way to get to a flank position here because I don't want to risk giving him an attack opportunity. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing.
Okay.
Miss 2 attacks, or miss 3 attacks,
Oh,
and
man.
that's it. Those are some pretty low rolls.
Henrik, can you
Secret, how long
finish
did
it?
you,
What's up?
would you say it took us to get to this room from where we were outside?
Oh, you guys were gone for like 20 minutes to 30 minutes at least, if not more.
No, he means the first trip. Like, how long was it from Morvid or whatever's
Probably an
like?
hour plus.
Okay.
Darn. Oh,
Okay,
I'm
thanks for the
really trying to
game.
think of how we can kill this thing.
I will
It's
talk to you
slowly
guys later.
dying right now. I think I'm not
Alright.
See
concerned
ya.
about.
See
The
ya.
only thing I'm concerned is it's just gonna dim door again.
Well, you can't.
Right, you have dimensional anchor on him. So yeah, I think we'll kill him
Yeah, so...
eventually.
Okay, so I am going to...
Oh, Abyssum would
He's
probably
got
be next to me.
mirror images on him. I guess I don't want him to displace himself, so I'm going to ready an action to counter a spell. Or no, wait, I should keep him from going to many places. Okay, I'm gonna cast a spell on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hit him with a leashed shackle. And the point that I'm going to shackle him to is this pillar. Hiya.
He saves.
He saves?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Alright, well, it's a save. It's a negate, so... he's fine.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go a little bit longer here. He defensively casts a spell. Abysm and Henrik know that he is casting Vampiric Touch.
Who's he touching with it?
Good question. I don't know. Diana hasn't really been a threat. Nizzer, you really haven't been a threat. I mean, kind of, but not as much as Abysm. And Abysm coming back to life and all, that's annoying. I don't like that. Abysm it is. He also left, so this is his punishment. I take his blood. I do not take his blood. I automatically miss. So
Still has
much for
charge
that
though.
health boost.
Really? It was an auto miss?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Let's see. Do I have any swifties I can do? Hmm. No, but he will 5 foot step higher up onto the wall. He's still in your reach, Nizzo, but you have to like stab upward. But if he keeps going up and over onto the ceiling, you won't be able to reach him.
Yeah, I'll have to pull out my bow and start shooting at him, and my bow is really pretty shit against him. I guess if I turn invisible, I could cast Vanish, shoot an arrow
Yeah.
every 2 turns.
Diana and Amara.
So if I 5 foot step here, will I be able to hit him from where I am?
No. His square is appropriate to your range. Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, that's not... Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, Nizzo will have to 5 foot step up to keep hitting him, but yeah. So his distance is appropriate.
Then I am going to delay until after Nizzo, then.
You can have Diana delay too.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna take our turns together.
Oh, whoops. I guess I double clicked. Abysm. I forgot how to play this character. What does he have charged? He has the gauntlet charged?
Yeah, I think so. I think Amara's like standing on his sword or something.
This might be a good time to maybe end session, because this isn't. Though it seems like it's under control, you still got a lot of work to do.
yeah, exactly.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
I think this particular combat we have kind of under control for the most part. But yeah, definitely the situation's not really solved for sure. And we might have to fight this thing again, like after this.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you can't
Just
kill
show
it
up
this
again.
round, some shit's gonna happen, is what I'm kind of hinting at, but...
Okay.
I might be
look
able
forward to
to
it
kill
then.
it this round if I can, get in range of it.
well,
I
we'll
mean,
see.
you
If I
down
hit
it,
it,
but we can't kill it.
I'll do ridiculous damages.
Right, that's what Matt just said. You can down it, but you can't kill it.
Right. The
Whatever.
only way we could kill it right now is, like, I'm pretty sure this thing is a vampire. And as soon as you reduce it to 0 hit points or lower, it only becomes incapacitated and can still gaseous form itself away.
Ta-da! So yeah, we'll just insert damage rolls and all
Unless
that
you happen to
stuff.
have
Combat.
Sunburst.
and you get like the most
But
out
yeah,
of him.
Sunburst or Sunbeam could possibly kill.
I do like, possibly, yeah. I do like the whole thing about us being like
Not prepared.
all having this weapon that's like specific. Like we have these weapons that are specifically like really good against these guys because it's the shapeshifter bane, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, that part's cool.